In 3, 2, 1, welcome back to another episode of Bunch of Bananas. I'm yours, Kevin.
And I'm Eric.
And today we have Lee in the building. Welcome to the podcast. How are you doing today?
Yeah, all good. Thanks
Amazing.
for having me, guys.
Nah, thank you for coming
Thanks
through.
for coming on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We've known you for, well, I've seen your stuff for a very long time.
Yeah.
Came to New Territories event.
I've seen your stuff as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
This is my first time meeting him, but I feel like I've known him for time, bro.
Nah,
We've just been watching each other's stuff, innit?
Yeah. The first time I went to one of your New Territories, one of your things, it fucked me
How
up,
many
man.
times you been?
Once, mate. Once.
You said the first
You
time.
don't go that many, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
You made it sound
it's
like
the
you've
first
been-
time though, isn't it? It's the
Yeah.
first time though.
Yeah, true,
You fucked me
true,
up,
true.
man, honestly.
Nah, more to come, innit? We'll go eventually.
Yeah,
Eventually. Like,
Eventually, because I
in
told
the
you
new
the 2
year,
days
in the
we
new
film,
year.
bro.
Yeah,
Sundays and Mondays.
New Year resolution, isn't
New
it?
Year. Yeah. New
Come
year,
through,
new me,
bro,
man. I'll
come
come
through.
through. I'll come through.
We'll get you right.
Take
We'll
it
get you
easy,
right.
innit? Take it easy on me, bro. I need to be like beginner level, bro. Don't take me straight to boss mode, man.
Nah, brother, honestly, it threw me in the deep end.
Did he?
Everyone does the same shit in it, so you have to just do it. You have to
But
do it.
obviously it's tailored, and obviously everyone does the same shit. But there's ways to make it a bit easier for like people who are
That's
not
right.
like
yeah,
Mr. Lee here.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
yeah.
right. I mean, it's like if you need a bit of an assist, like some of the brothers will actually come and physically
Yeah.
assist you sometimes.
Brother, I'll do the handstand straight away. But anyway, let's try back a little bit. Would you like to introduce yourself and what New Territories is and what you do?
Sure. So, my name's Mr. Lee. That's my artist name that I go by as a artist and designer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a commercial artist by trade. I'm probably best known for working with sportswear brands and my portraits. But on the side, I do a project called New Territories Training, which is a initiative. I'm gonna try to say the whole thing without stumbling.
do it, bro.
It's fine, man. Who's gonna edit it?
Yeah, don't worry.
Right,
I'll make it sound good.
You'll make it
Yeah, I'll
sound
make it sound
sophisticated.
Exactly.
Sophisticated.
It's a calisthenics training group for East and Southeast Asian men and boys.
Lovely.
So it's a bit of a mouthful. isn't it?
Yeah.
But you said it perfect, man.
Yeah.
How did
I've
you-
said it quite a few times now.
Yeah,
so.
how did you come up with it? Or
So-
why did you start it?
So I mean, to be real, I was quiet last year work-wise. I'm freelance. The whole industry on the brands and stuff, it's been going quiet. It was a little bit quiet last year. So I was in this headspace of like, what's going on? Like, what, people don't fuck with Mr. Lee anymore or something? Do you know what I mean? I was like, I need a new project.
Fair.
Yeah.
There's something to keep him going. He's Asian, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't sit idly by. Asians
Nah,
like to do
you
something.
gotta hustle.
Yeah,
on the hustle,
100%. And I had this realization that all the stuff I've been doing, the art, you know, social media and all that type of stuff, this was actually all geared towards pushing Asian culture forward.
No,
Yeah.
100%.
And like uplifting people.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought what you guys are doing.
No,
Appreciate
100%.
it.
man.
So I thought, what can I do? I love training. I always train for myself.
Yep.
Let me try and get some of the brothers together.
Yeah.
And then just start a session. And we got 5 people together for the first session. They were all friends basically, and like
Yeah,
one or
yeah,
two
yeah,
people
yeah.
that we didn't know.
Yeah.
And then we just built it from there.
Nah, what I love about what you've done with New Territories is you've created a community
Yes.
and you're basically doing good for Asian representation, because what you do is you challenge this whole stereotype that Asians are physically weaker and passive. What you've done is create a positive representation of Asians that puts it out there. It makes us look good
Yeah.
as well, innit?
Yeah.
You're seeing
Body
all these
positivity,
fucking,
innit?
like Asian guys looking like fucking units. But I
Yeah.
take your shirt off, man.
Brother, I was walking there and I was bare. I was like, rah, these guys
These
are
mans are
huge.
A-pack, bro.
Yeah, man, these guys are massive. They're wham.
I would actually be interested because you were talking about it from was that a third
Outside
person
perspective.
outside
Yeah,
perspective?
yeah.
Yeah, so when you got to New Territories, what did you feel? What was the vibe?
Brother,
Because I feel like you got there late as well.
Yeah, because mate, I was
even
walking
more-
around,
that's even
brother.
more
I was
intimidating,
like, rah, do I go? Do I not? Nah, I'm joking. Nah,
Yeah.
I was because I know you guys already in it. I've seen
Yeah.
your stuff already,
Yeah.
so I didn't feel uncomfortable at all. But
Yeah.
obviously, I feel like if you were like a newcomer, it is kind of like shit, like these random guys in the park all doing like fucking 50 pull-ups at one time.
Yeah.
Like, mad thing, innit?
I think I've never been, right? But
yeah.
I can kind of imagine what the vibe is like, because obviously if anyone who watches your content, watches your New Territory stuff,
Yeah.
they know what you do.
It's
as a
family,
community.
bruv. It's family.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
a community, bro.
I feel like
Like Vin Diesel says, innit? We're family.
Relax.
I feel like the Instagram might not be that representative of what actually the session is
yeah,
like.
yeah.
I think there's a tendency to kind of put the more advanced people first and foremost.
Yeah.
So you see the content and it's looking like everybody's like
Yeah.
a super soldier doing, but
Yeah.
actually it's all different levels. As you
100,
saw when you
100,
came,
yeah,
like
yeah.
there's people that are, you know, beginners, there are people that are super advanced, but there's every
Yeah.
other level in the middle.
Yeah.
So I think we actually need to make more of an effort to kind of spotlight those people as well
Yeah.
instead of
Definitely.
just making it. But you know, it's social media, so you
No,
kind of
100%, innit?
you're kind
Obviously,
of trying to make it look a certain way.
You have to obviously attract people first,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
obviously
yeah,
you
yeah.
can showcase everything else afterwards.
Yeah.
But like just the general idea of what you're doing, this initiative that you've taken towards obviously making Asians look better is honestly is a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because if you think about it, right? Actually, what do you think of the way Asians are represented in media?
I think it's getting a lot better in
Yeah, 100%.
2020, 2024. You know, I nearly said 2025.
Yeah.
Living in the future.
Not yet, not yet. Right, like that.
Stepping forward too quick.
But I feel like it's a lot better than it's the best it's been.
Oh, 100%. Because
So
back in the day, it was much different, right? Like
Yeah.
the way you saw Asians represented in media, were always
Yeah.
the comical character.
oh yeah, it was terrible. It was
Yeah,
terrible.
exactly.
But did you
It's
let it
terrible.
affect you though back in the day?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Hell yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like for you anyway. I see you just carry yourself. I don't feel like you cared about your skin color, whatever. I feel like you just carried yourself.
But that's something
bro.
you gotta grow into that
Yeah,
as well. You
it's
gotta
true,
grow
it's
into
true.
that.
Kevin,
It's
man,
true.
you're wrong, bro. You're seeing him post time skip, bro.
Yeah, it's
Post time skip.
Yeah, man.
There's arc. No, there's an arc in it. There's an arc.
He had his main character arc, bro.
Yeah, 100.
Now there's I would say that when it comes to like you said, there has to be an arc, right? And back in the day, I guess it. All right, let me say this: it starts with your upbringing. So it
Yeah,
starts
yeah,
with how your
100%.
household is.
Yep.
You know, in my household, everyone was we were proud to be Chinese.
Mhm.
Everyone was proud.
Yeah, I
Not
like
like, but it's like proud to an extent.
Yes. So does that mean
What do you mean?
It's
Proud
like,
to extent.
It's like within your home,
Yeah.
you're proud, but you're not
Oh, I get
outside.
what he
You're not
means.
outside screaming
Right.
about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You're not
yeah.
wearing like t-shirts with
Yeah, like I love China.
Hong
Yeah,
Kong.
yeah, of course,
Yeah,
of course.
Do you know what I mean?
But
Yeah.
that's different though. That's because of the environment we're in. Back then, it was a more difficult time. Asians, we were honestly, let's be real, we weren't seen in the best light.
That's true.
Like the way
Yeah.
people treated us was, they thought they could easily make racist jokes. Racism was very much normalized.
to this day, we're still the most likely to be made a butt of a joke.
Yeah,
because they think there's no
yeah.
repercussions.
Yeah, and most times there isn't. Although that's changing as well.
Yeah,
It's
that's
starting to
changing as
change.
well. Yeah,
And that's one
100%.
of the reasons why new territories exist.
Yeah.
Because we've got to make ourselves visible
Yep.
so people can see us. We've got to show ourselves in different lights, so we're not just, like, fuck's sake, like
The
on
nerds. or like-
calculators.
Yeah, man said the calculators.
Bro, actually, you know what? Since we're on that topic, innit? What Asian stereotypes did you grow up with?
All the classics.
All the classics. What were the
Yeah,
classics?
you're a nerd.
No, because you're a different generation, I
You're-
feel like.
Yeah, you're different generation.
You're a
innit?
nerd.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
weak.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got
You
obviously.
got no game with girls.
Yeah.
You
no
could-
driving.
Yeah, you got the
See, bro, the fact that you could just do that, right? And we instinctively know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. You know
yeah.
how common that stereotype is.
yeah. And I would say that
Also,
until
how the fuck do you figure that out? How many guys you have to go through to figure out? Like, how many Asian guys you have to go through
Nah, I
go
think
through.
to realize?
Pause.
No,
go-
no,
know what I mean?
But I just mean in general, like how many Asian guys had to be gone through for them to realize that this was a for this stereotype to come about.
maybe just
Yeah.
made it up though. Obviously, because it's not facts.
Anyways, yeah, I don't think we can have that.
Are you sure it's not facts, yeah?
Hey, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, brother.
But yeah, moving on, because I don't think.
No, but going back to it, like you said, you're proud to be like Chinese in the house, but
Yeah,
outside.
in the house, but then outside, you're very much. All right, I got a lot of theories about,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
hey,
Chat
drop
to
them,
us.
drop
We're
them,
here,
bro.
bro.
and some of them are controversial, right? 'Cause some of them are controversial, but I would say that outwardly, we need to be more outwards as a people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like as human beings, we need to express ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expression's not necessarily something that's encouraged or in the culture that much.
They're more reserved and to themselves. And that's what
Yeah,
Asians are
yeah.
like. They don't pay attention that much to other people. They might have internal thoughts about what's
Yeah.
going on, but they
Yeah.
don't voice it. They don't do anything about
Like,
it.
it's like
That's
basically
right,
you,
that's
I'm,
right, that's
how I was
right.
raised is like keep everything to yourself. Don't do anything like outwardly. Like just be to yourself, innit?
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm
and
saying?
you got to think about the community. The community
Yeah.
keeps everyone. It's like a crabs in a bucket mentality. where it's like,
Exactly.
Oh, don't do this because they might.
Yeah, it's Confucius, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Basically.
and that doesn't encourage people to stand up.
Mhm.
And look, I've got this is my personal anecdote.
Yeah.
Right. So if you think about Bruce Lee,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you watch the old Bruce Lee movie.
Of course, I watched
He
Bruce
loves
Lee,
Bruce
man.
Lee.
No, bro,
I love
you
Bruce Lee.
you're telling me you haven't seen Goodfellas.
Bro, Bruce Lee's different,
I need
bro.
to check, bro. I need to
Bruce
check.
Lee's different.
But right, Bruce Lee. Yeah, when you watch the Bruce Lee movie,
Yeah.
say you're watching Way of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Why is it that Bruce Lee, he's with his pals, yeah, he's with his friends,
Yeah.
but he's the one.
He's the one.
out of his friends, he's the one.
He's got that aura, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but in the movies, there's only one.
Right.
Yeah, and in our culture, it's somewhat like that. It's always got to be one. Why can't we all be like on those levels?
Okay, yeah.
Instead, we just look at like one person as like the lead.
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to be like decentralized commands.
Yeah, we
like
can't, be like
everybody's.
we can't be like a wolf pack, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to be the alpha, bro.
Yeah. We need to be on like Marvel's Avenger type shit.
Everyone's got their own thing.
It can't be a Bruce Lee thing where Bruce Lee's he kind of stands back sometimes as well and watches all his boys get smashed.
No, I feel you.
And when they're laying on the floor,
I get that.
that's when he's like, all right, let me step
Tough
in.
love, innit? Tough love,
And
innit?
then I'm a bit like, it shouldn't be like that. It should be more like, where's his, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to back your boys, innit?
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah.
Everyone's got to be together, like come together as well.
Yeah, so I
feel that.
So New Territories is about that as well. Do you know what I mean?
Uplifting everyone and bringing everyone together, innit?
And I feel like just Asian culture as a whole needs to be a bit more like that.
Yeah.
Like, we're
I
more
agree with you on that.
encouraging of each other.
Yeah.
And because if you succeed, that doesn't mean that I lose.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think it's good.
I blame the aunties then. I blame the aunties for that 100%, bro.
Yeah.
You mean like the cousins?
You know that comparing,
they always comparing
culture,
it. They always
innit?
comparing
Because
shit.
Asian aunties, right? It's never the Asian uncles. It's usually the Asian aunties that are always comparing.
They want you to fail, or they want
cousins.
you know what I mean? They
Yeah.
want
They
you to
always
like,
want to know that their kid or whatever is doing better than
That's
you.
toxic. What's that
It's
about?
toxic,
It's toxic
man.
mindset,
It's toxic,
though.
about?
But it's common in every Asian, like in Asian culture in general.
Even
innit?
South Asian culture. That
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the same
100%,
thing.
100%.
and I think that comes from a scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
So like it's like, oh, if you can't have it, if I can't have it, I don't want you to have it.
Or I just want to be better than you.
Yeah.
As long as I'm better than you, I'm happy.
And that's again just to circle back around. That keeps everyone reserved.
Yeah.
You don't want to show your cards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true actually.
And when as an artist, I learned the hard way a lot of times because I wasn't necessarily equipped with the tools to get my art out.
Yeah.
And I would hold ideas, I would hold them in.
Yeah.
And then the only thing that happens is one day I don't know, back in the day, like looking online or something or looking at clothing brands and then somebody's done your idea.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, so you held on to that. What good did it do you?
Yeah.
Now someone else, you should have just, maybe if you would have shared that with someone, spoke about it, you could have made that real.
Yeah, that could have been you, bro.
Yeah, teamwork. You could have done some teamwork.
Yeah.
We can't all just be the one. That's what I'm saying. We got to work as a team. So, that's something I'm trying to unlearn right now.
Yeah.
As an artist, I'm solo. I've done everything by myself.
Yeah.
And I've had assistants for certain jobs that I can't do everything myself.
Yeah.
But I need to, what I'm trying to do now is trying to deprogram and learn about bringing on the right people and I'm not feeling like I'm losing something by giving you something off my plate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can all win together. So.
Nah, it's a cold world out there.
Yeah,
Though.
it's
Still,
cold,
I can't lie.
bro.
It's a cold world.
It's cold. And when you do meet those people that are willing to share and break bread with you,
Yeah.
that's few and far between, man.
Yeah.
But hopefully,
That's the best feeling, isn't it? When you find people like that. And you
That's what I
kinda
mean. You gotta surround
gravitate
yourself like that.
I
towards
mean,
it.
like,
like
look
that.
at you guys. Do you know what I mean? You guys,
Yeah.
it's a
I don't know
team.
what you're saying on that. I don't know what you're seeing on social media.
Hey, you
But
didn't.
we're always bickering.
You guys didn't see them before the camera started rolling. They were hugging.
Nah, relax.
Don't do
Let's
that.
not perpetuate that, yeah? Relax.
You even
Nah,
saw
nah,
us
nah, nah.
bickering when you got here, right?
We're business
Yeah,
partners.
yeah.
Don't worry about that. We're not even friends.
Business
yeah?
partners only, bro. This
they're
is
like-
purely professional. Purely professional.
they're
He
like an
wishes he
old-
was my friend, bro.
they're like an old
He's got his
married
own
couple.
life. This guy's he's going to these bougie restaurants he's never taken me to.
Nah, but like,
Yeah,
bro, I
yeah.
can't take my girl, mate. What do you mean?
Yeah, he can still take me to. Wow, bro.
I get that though. I get that. When I'm by myself, I eat very humble. Very humble. My food's in my bag over there.
Yeah.
You know, it's when you're with the family and the kids, that's when you gotta step
Yeah.
things up a little bit.
Yeah,
You know
Nah,
what I mean?
100. I
Onto
always
the
share
topic.
everything like that.
Sorry, what was you gonna say?
No, I'm just saying with food, especially like my great like Eric says, I don't eat all the time. And when we go out with friends and whatnot, when we eat, I don't eat because my enjoyment comes from just sharing plates and like, having
Fucking
fun.
bollocks, bro.
No, genuinely. I find more enjoyment with
Bro,
everyone just eating.
admit it, you're a bitch. You can't eat.
Nah, I really don't
Bro,
eat.
you can't
Yeah.
eat. This
Nah.
guy, bro. I'm telling
I
you,
find
right
you
now,
enjoyment.
What, you can't
No,
eat a
genuinely.
lot.
Oh,
No. I actually find enjoyment when
If you
when
take him to
people
the
eat.
buffet, you're wasting money.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
wasting
yeah,
money.
Yeah.
He's an absolute clown when it comes to a buffet.
What's the top buffet in?
Oh, don't answer me that. I don't
'Cause
really
you
go
guys
to
are the
buffets.
food- you
I don't
guys are
really
the
go to
foodies.
buffets like that.
But you don't even go out, brother.
What would
Excuse
you
me?
what would you say?
I don't eat buffets in London.
I don't
like
really
that.
go
What
to
about
buffets.
Aroma?
Aroma?
W12 Aroma.
Aroma. I haven't been
in
to Aroma
Bush.
W12. Nah.
Oh, that's quite
Is
good.
that good?
Gonna take
That's
us?
quite a good one.
Are you offering
Nah,
to take
I
us?
haven't been.
Quite a good one.
When
Bro, my boy's just broke.
When is this going live?
Hey, don't worry about it.
We don't even know. So
Nah,
basically,
nah.
so
Soon,
basically,
soon.
yeah. When it comes to
Takes about 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Because I'm thinking about taking the guys there, maybe.
Oh, okay, sick, sick,
okay,
sick,
cool,
sick.
cool.
Yeah.
He wants
Nah,
it. He wants it to be less packed.
Yeah.
He's scared that once this drops, it's gonna become crowded. It's not
Yeah,
always like that.
W12. Shit, I didn't even know about that.
Nah.
That's
But
close
yeah.
by here, actually. Not too far, not too far.
Yeah. It's just I just googled it. I went to the park before and then went and checked it out. It's,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I've eaten there a few times. Though. It's good, man. It's good.
It's a
It's
buffet,
good.
you said.
It's a buffet. It's an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. This
Is
is free
it?
promotion for them, man. Free
Yeah,
promotion.
man.
Shit, bro.
It is.
Might have to check it out myself, innit? We'll see what they say, innit?
Yeah.
Actually, before we put this out, we'll reach out to them first.
You should. Are you getting deals with the restaurants and everything that you're plugging?
Yeah, but we're getting deals,
Mm.
but we're also quite selective about what deals we take.
Yeah. You have to be. You have to be.
Because there's also, for one,
Because we want to be authentic to our audience as well. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not here to like sell our audience. Essentially.
when he
What
says
about if the Wagamama's deal came through? Would you hit
No.
that? No, Wagamama's
Depends,
deal.
depends how much the bill is, isn't it? You know, it depends how much the bill is, bro.
Okay, I won't even lie to you. As much as I'll be real with you, I'm not the biggest fan of Wagamama's, innit? But if they open us the big ass bag, I might just have to take it.
They break that bread off for
Yeah.
you. then.
However, if they make us lie through our teeth, like, say Wagamama's the best Asian restaurant, I'll be like, sorry, I don't know how much. You have to offer me more money, bro.
Yeah, you might have to finance the rest of my life.
Yeah. You need to make sure me and my descendants are set. Because there's no
Yeah.
way I'm lying about Wagamama's to that extent.
But you guys are like the big foodies, man. When I look at the page, you guys are
A
always
lot of the
talking
stuff is
about this
definitely.
place.
Do you know what?
I'm gonna be real, yeah. I saw this one where you were talking about the Japanese bakeries.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the first. That was the main one that
And,
kicked off.
and I was like, wait, how does this guy even know 5 Japanese bakeries? That's mad.
you don't know. You
Swear
don't
like that.
No, I don't even know a single
Really?
one, bro.
Bro, there's Sakurados in Chinatown. In Covent
Yeah.
in Covent Garden, you got a Wild Cafe.
Yeah.
You got in Katsute 100 in
Yeah.
Angel and in Brick Lane.
Yeah,
Why
there's a
would
lot.
I-
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
Why would I know this though?
No, I feel like Asian
can I be
food
real with
anyway.
you?
It's getting up there. It's getting up there.
The only
You're
reason,
going on date. You're
the
going on
only
dates
re-
in
nah,
this
nah,
place.
nah. The only reason I know is
Yeah.
because my ex was a big fan of Asian bakeries.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how I found out about
It's
it.
to do with a female.
Yeah.
It's to do with a female. That's the only reason
Everything
you
is
know.
to do with
They
the female with this
exposed
guy.
me. She
It's
exposed
the
me to the
only
culture,
reason.
innit?
Yeah.
I know you're not going by yourself to a
Nah,
Japanese
of course
bakery and
not.
sitting there.
What do you mean, man?
Oh, I have to taste it.
Do you know what it is? Before
Yeah.
I met my ex, I didn't really go to Asian bakeries.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
She's the one who exposed me to that culture.
Yeah.
So that's how I.
Well, I only go to one Asian bakery.
Which
Actually,
one is it?
Which is Kowloon Bakery in Chinatown.
Oh my days!
And I take my
Old school,
daughter there.
brother.
I take my daughter there like
Yeah.
nearly every Saturday to get her ball up out
Oh,
every
that's
Saturday.
cute. That's
That's
cute.
cute.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
cute.
And I'm
Exposed
just
her to the culture early on, innit?
I'm trying to coach her to get
How is that like?
confidence.
Then? Yeah, how is that going? Like trying to raise a child into in
an ethnic household, because you're Asian and your wife is black, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's what I would say is when it comes to the language, it's a lot of responsibility to teach language to a child when
Yeah.
your grasp of the language is not even 100%.
Yeah.
But what I've kind of realized over time is that as long as I give her what I have available to give,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I see where you're
then
going
you know
with this.
You're doing your best.
she's having more than not. Oh gosh,
More than others, innit?
the way that I said that was so like.
Yeah, no, you know, because you.
As long as I give her what I have,
Yeah.
she's got more than she would have had.
Yes.
Hey,
100%.
my guy, bro. Philosopher out here, bro. Philosopher out here. Nah,
Yeah.
I'll be real with you. Like, obviously, it's
Sorry,
already...
let me finish that.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Let me finish that. So it's like, again, going back to I'm gonna keep bringing this back to the
Yeah.
culture.
No, do
yeah?
it, bro. Do your thing.
There's this perception in the culture again, like you're the one. You're 100. If it's not 100, I don't want it. We gotta dead that. We gotta
Yeah.
get rid of that because it's like, oh, if my Cantonese isn't 10 out of 10, I'm not gonna bother to try and teach it to my daughter.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot.
It does.
That's why
It
the language
does,
is
man.
dying out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So even if your language is 6 out of 10 and you only know 15 phrases,
Yeah.
teach those 15 phrases to your
100%.
child.
Yeah, so they have
And
that
that's 15
starting point,
phrases
innit?
that I have that they didn't have before.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah,
we gotta stop being perfectionists. Perfectionism is
Yeah,
a disease.
man. Disease,
It's a disease in
100%,
Asian
yeah.
culture, man.
Yeah.
Why do let's say a guy from Brazil comes to England, he comes to Brazil by himself, or comes to London by himself from Brazil, for example, with his small grasp of English, and he'll make friends.
Yeah.
He'll make friends. He'll use his broken English. He'll make friends.
Yeah.
Speaking facts.
Yeah, do you know what I'm
Speaking
saying?
facts. No, I know because I experienced it myself.
And these
Yeah,
Asian
so when you
people.
When I
Vietnam,
go
innit?
Vietnam, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
My Vietnamese is not the best. It's not 100%. But when I go Vietnam, now that I'm as an adult, when I go to Vietnam, right, I'm making friends because I'm putting myself out there.
Yeah.
Even with my limited
Yeah.
Vietnamese of about 30%,
Yeah.
capability,
That's enough.
I'm putting myself out. It's enough.
That's enough,
It's
of
getting me
course.
friends.
Yeah.
We're laughing about it. Obviously, they're making jokes. How I sound like this guy called this guy with broken English as well, broken Vietnamese as well.
Yeah.
It works because not only is my Vietnamese improving, but I'm making friends with it.
100%.
That's
Like,
right,
one
that's
thing
right.
I always say as well, like, I regret not being able to speak Chinese back in the day because I couldn't speak to my grandma, my granddad, my grandma. And it's like,
Also, he's from Blackpool. He's got no one to talk to.
yeah, exactly. But like, I literally learned so then I could speak to him and
From where?
from my parents.
Oh yeah.
Literally
What did you say? Blackpool.
He's from Blackpool, isn't he? He lives in
Blackpool.
Yeah,
Oh,
from Blackpool. Yeah.
Really? I have an auntie in Blackpool. I don't know.
No way.
I
You
don't
have
know.
an auntie in
I
Blackpool.
They
don't
probably know each other.
Hey, are we related? I can't lie.
I have an auntie in Blackpool.
What's the name?
I just know as Auntie Litty. Auntie
What
Litty.
takeaway is it?
Litty.
What takeaway
Bro,
is
I'm
it?
not gonna lie. I
Crazy.
can't.
Brother, of course it's a takeaway, man.
I can't lie. I can't remember the name of the takeaway.
Okay.
But it's my mum's best friend from, back in the days, back home.
I shit you not, yeah. I probably our parents know your parents.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
My mum's from Satolgot.
Okay, no, maybe not.
Where's your mum?
Nah,
Where's your
so my
parents
mom's from Vietnam, but my dad's from Satin.
Satin.
Yeah. He moved there, so I don't know where the fuck is where he was from, but his family moved to Satin. So
Satin.
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time you went back?
I go back last year actually. Last year.
Oh, last year. So you're quite regular.
Yeah, I
regular.
go like every year basically.
Have you got
Trying to-
your summonzing?
No, I
You don't
can't,
do that?
man. I can't.
Oh, you can't?
I'm 98. So if I was to do it, I have to go back every year.
Oh,
But I don't go back
what the fuck is
every
going on,
year.
bro?
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I miss a year or something.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
harder
yeah.
for me to get it than for you guys.
Right, I don't
Yeah.
have one as well. I don't have one.
Oh,
as
you
well.
can get one though. You could just get one for your
I
dad.
don't know, bro, because you're supposed to go back every 3 years.
Oh,
And I didn't do that. I didn't go back that
You
much
should've
when I was
done-
a kid.
yeah, okay.
My brother, on the other hand,
yeah.
he went back every 3. We're talking about the
Brother?
Hong Kong
Yeah,
ID
the
Thank
card.
you for
Sorry,
explaining,
sorry,
bro.
sorry.
I've been
No,
sitting
No,
there like,
I
what
wish
the
I
fuck,
had
bro?
it. No, I wish I had it. I wish I had it.
Yeah,
I had no
yeah,
idea what the
I'm
fuck was going on. I was
Yeah.
signing out.
It's like the Hong Kong citizenship, basically.
Yeah,
Ah,
basically,
the
basically.
Hong Kong green card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if
yeah.
you visited Hong Kong as a child every 3 years,
Yeah.
you'd be eligible.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wasn't eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go back. I might be going back starting next year, actually.
Really?
Yeah,
For New Year's?
No, after New Year's, because
After New Year's.
I have a job with a Hong Kong brand. That I've
Okay.
just done.
Nay,
It might
big
be
things, bro.
It might be my first international activation. So
Hey, come
Right,
on.
no, proud for you, man.
Yeah, that'd be
Proud
sick,
for
that'd
you.
be
thank you,
sick.
bro. I appreciate that, bro.
Are you going with your family?
Hmm?
Are you going to go with your family as well?
So it was
show
funny.
them-
I
show
was
them
at
Hong
an event the other night,
Yeah.
and I met another Hong Kong brother actually.
Yeah.
A Dailo,
Okay.
a guy who's like plugged in, like,
Yeah.
and he was giving me some advice. I was telling him about the potential business trip. You know what he said to me?
What?
He said, wait till you finish your business before you bring your family out.
That's true.
And do you know what he said?
That's
He-
facts.
He said, be a pro.
Yeah,
Be
yeah,
a pro.
yeah. You don't
Because
want them to come
yeah.
and fucking struggle with you whilst you're trying to get up there. You want them to
Ah.
come when you're successful.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's like you get out there, do the
your
job
thing,
for
yeah.
the 4 or 5 days, whatever, and then they come out and then you just enjoy it.
Yeah.
You just.
Hey,
You know,
that's
so he
kinda
said, be a pro.
smart.
Be
Yeah.
a pro. So
smart,
Be a
smart
professional.
advice.
so he'll. I took that on board. Be
Yeah,
a
no, I
pro.
like that
Smart
one. I like
advice,
that
smart
one.
advice.
Yeah. Not that I might take that advice because I think my missus is gonna be like, I can't handle a 12-hour flight
Yeah.
with 2 children.
Nah,
on
by
my
herself as
own,
well.
innit?
By
Yeah,
herself.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god.
But yeah, I took that advice on board. Be a pro because I'm trying to always learn from. You know what? I learn from. The thing about me, yeah, I will learn from whoever,
You're constantly adapting.
whoever.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why, like, you know, like
But
Yeah.
like growing up though, don't you think it was hard to like learn from like your elders? Because they're like, as you said, they keep their things to themselves, right?
yeah.
Like especially with your uncles, aunties, they won't share or
But
like, they
also,
won't
what
tell
they
you
teach
about.
you is not always accurate as well.
Yeah, and it's like old school mind as well. Old
Yeah.
school minded.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Because you know the certain mentalities that they try to teach you.
Yeah.
That's it's not the best for the age you're in now.
Mm.
Do you know what? My in my family, I don't know when your families came over here. Like,
Yeah.
when did your family come here?
Shit, I don't even know. Maybe like
Were you born here?
I was born here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They probably came like 1980 or something.
1980.
Yeah,
Okay.
1980.
Man, probably about 30 years ago, maybe.
30 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah, I'm just adding a
Well,
few
you
years
were
to my
born-
age.
You were
innit?
born here as well?
27. I was born here, yeah.
Yeah.
All my
Okay.
life here, man. That's why
Yeah.
you got the English like this.
Yeah. Same. I was born here, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Oh, your parents boat people.
my parents, no,
not boat people.
No. My mum is Hakka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and my
Yeah.
dad's Bundeyan.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's
What the fuck are these terminologies? I've never heard them in my
Don't
life.
worry, don't worry, it's feeling left out. It's feeling left out, isn't it?
Like, how do you spell Hakka?
Hakka. So Hakka, for those of you who don't know, history lesson.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Hakka is basically it's a certain dialect.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, this is from my own research. Hakka people, they came from central China, and they're nomadic people. They don't have a place where they originate from.
Oh yeah.
And they just move around. They live in these circular houses, which are
igloos.
like,
No, I'm joking.
Chinese igloos.
Yeah.
And they're very iconic looking.
Iconic looking. Oh, huts.
So it's, no. It's not like imagine like a
Don't shake your head. How the fuck do I know?
Imagine like a block of flats, but back in the day, so it's made out of like wood or whatever, and it's like got a courtyard in the middle, and so they build their structure circular, and everyone lives in a circular structure with a courtyard in the middle. So to the point where during the Cold War, when the US was flying planes over China trying to see what Mao was up to, they saw these circular structures. And they couldn't figure out what it was. They thought it was missile silos.
Oh,
actually,
sweet.
those are Hakka houses.
Yeah.
So we're Hakkas are like a whole nother type of people.
Hey, my guy's actually a fun history teacher, bro.
Yeah,
You ever thought about them changing occupation?
Do you know what? But I love history. I'm really interested.
That's one thing I wish.
Bro, if you was my history teacher, I think I'd actually learn.
Yeah.
I learn more about the culture.
Yeah, see, that's why I remember.
I'd be engaged, bro.
Because that shit was interesting. So
because Chinese culture is not really.
It's all the way he spoke about it. He's making it sound more interesting, isn't it? He's adding like his little flair to it. I find it more interesting to listen to.
You have to add your little sauce to everything, right? But yeah, so my mum's Hakka, and they speak a different dialect, and my dad's Bunde, meaning like native, like would you say like native Hong Konger?
Yeah, basically.
So he's like, yeah. So that's the history of my family.
Yeah.
Ah, man, it's good that you know a lot about your family. I think I need to.
Wait. All right. I remember. See, I do this a lot.
No, it's fine.
I do this a lot.
We love that.
I jump around and then I remember why.
We do that all the time.
We do that all the fucking time.
Why was I speaking about this? Because basically, my uncles, when my family came here in the 70s, my granddad came first. He was here for the 60s by himself for like 10 years.
Yeah.
While my grandmother was in Hong Kong with 5 kids.
Right,
LDR. It must have been hard, man.
Long distance, yeah. Of course it was hard,
LDR,
man.
bro.
LDR is tough now, bro. Could you imagine what it was like back then?
Bro, can you... Hey.
But the mental capacity, people had back in the day is crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They used to come here by themselves, work their ass off.
And then bring their family over.
Yeah, but like they work here for 20 years, make peace and then go back. No, but like, how can you be without your family for that long?
It's just when you
think about it, it's crazy.
Think about just like how Gen Zs are now, and like how nobody's able to hack long distance relationships.
Hey, not
very
even
few, very few people.
Let alone long distance. What about just even
like did they have FaceTime back in the day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Here they can't hack it with FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? But back then they didn't have FaceTime, bro.
They see their kid at like 4 years old. Yeah, they come back. They're 24, bro. It's mad.
But they still made long distance work.
Yeah, because they were locked in for a
purpose.
For a purpose.
For a purpose. Yeah.
We need to go back to that. We need to go back to that time.
100%. I can't lie. I can't do that though.
Don't say that.
I feel like you're halfway there already.
Huh? Yeah, bro, you're halfway there.
Would you? Yeah, but not long distance. Like I can't like.
So you're telling me that if your missus got a job elsewhere,
we spoke about this
you
actually.
Have to, we spoke about this.
We spoke about this actually. It's a difficult decision because obviously both of us have our different lives, right? We have different priorities as well, and we want to both succeed in our different fields. It's like none of us can just up and go and start something new somewhere else. Like obviously right now we're building a foundation with a bunch of bananas and stuff. I've got my own career, graphic design, and she's becoming.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I'm a creative manager.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But I'm not like you, brother. Like you know.
Yeah,
like,
but let's 100%. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
So I'm a creative manager, and so like I can just obviously go to another country and do creative media or somewhere else. But in terms of a bunch of bananas, I think it's harder because obviously there's us two as well. Yeah. It's not just me. It's not just
you got a ball and chain.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
The ball and chain's over his girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. But it's hard.
This is a trouble.
I mean, if it was like we spoke about as well.
It's a throuple.
Yeah.
What's that? The three-way relationship, bro.
Throuple.
Yeah.
No, but we spoke about it though. It's like, if it's for a few years, then of course, isn't it? But not like can't just up and plus I have my family here too. Do you know what I mean? Family's so important for me. Family's really important for me.
Yeah.
So can't just up and leave to America or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Australia, what the fuck?
About
Yeah,
for like 5 years.
Australia's the
5
last
years.
decision.
5 years still a long time. Yeah. I mean, my situation is different as well. I've got a lot going on in terms of in my family, so I can't just up and leave like that.
5 years, my guy will come back from LA. He'll have like a full set of veneers.
Hey, like that,
And it's
yeah.
gonna be
Full set of
me.
veneers,
It's gonna be
yeah.
6 foot, 'cause I don't know how they're so
It's like a
fit.
dickhead or some shit.
6 foot
It's
limping and
ridiculous,
6
though.
foot.
Yeah.
Hey, why are there Asians in America
It's the
built
food.
different?
It's the food, bruv.
They look different.
It's the food.
Don't you feel like the ones here are built different as well?
I think the ones
Well,
here.
the ones in new territories are built different. Yeah. But I just mean the ones in America are just different, bro.
But aren't you taller than your parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's
Well,
because
that's what I'm
they came here and not America.
That's what, but wait, your kids are probably going to be taller than you.
yeah.
I hope they are.
Yeah.
Fuck me. I don't want them to have my height genetics,
I
bro.
feel I feel like when people settle in another country, Asians especially,
Yeah.
their children are always taller. I don't know why
100%,
that
of
is.
course.
Is it the food?
I think it might be the food, you know. 'cause
Yeah. It's a
America-
lifestyle,
if you
it's
look
a
at
lifestyle
American-
too.
Yeah, the lifestyle. Nah, not even, because if you look at just the American like boys over there, the American Asian boys, isn't it? They're just taller.
It's all the steroid in the food.
Yeah, probably.
I'm
Do
telling
know
you,
what I mean?
bro.
They got
It's all that
something in
shit
their
in their
food, bro.
food,
They
man.
got something in their
Yeah.
food.
Yeah. For sure.
They're just built different.
But I still didn't finish.
Yeah, do you bro, just go back to it, man. You finish,
You don't
man.
have to tell us, bro. Just go back,
Yeah,
bro.
so
ba-
just finish it, man.
So basically, my uncles.
And this is a bit long.
they- my uncles grew up here at different stages.
Yeah.
So one of them was like
28
let's say,
weeks later.
Yeah, one of them was
I'm joking,
like
no.
someone was like say 14 when he got here. One of them was like 10, and one of them was
Yeah.
maybe 5, 6.
Mhm.
So they kind of grew up in the culture here. So I did have a reference point of Asian males in this country who
Yeah.
are kind of plugged in.
Yeah.
And they were my reference point. My dad, he was already 20, so he was
Yeah.
like, my dad's still old school.
Yeah.
He's old school. But my uncles, they kind of were plugged into the culture. So I kind of looked at them as like a blueprint for how to carry yourself, how to talk, how to
Yeah.
walk, and that kind of thing. Shout out my uncles. I don't feel like I need to tell them, like, I keep saying it on, content.
Yeah.
But I
No,
need to
that's-
actually
That's
go
why
to
he
see
seems
my
like he
uncles.
just came out of prison,
Yeah.
bro.
It's true though, man. No, but the way because they had to endure with so much, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like in terms of just like society pressures and stuff like that.
Oi, it was so much harder for them than it is for us.
Oh,
100%,
And
bro.
they didn't
man.
complain. They didn't complain.
Yeah.
They just went with it because
My,
obviously
my uncles
like,
were fighting every day at
Bruv,
school.
yes.
That's what I'm
Every day
saying. They were
fighting.
fighting, brother.
Yeah.
I remember they literally have fucking bats in the boot or some shit. They have
Yeah.
knives
I don't know
and
about
shit.
your uncles.
Huh?
I don't know about your uncles.
They're
but I'm from
fucking
Blackpool,
gangsters,
bruv.
mate. They're gangsters, bro.
I know, like my uncles, innit, back in the day, innit. Obviously, like you said, it was a tougher time back then, innit. So obviously they had to they stopped their education and they had to go straight into work, innit.
Yeah,
And they had to
yeah.
do other things along the
Yeah.
side.
That's
like
right, that's
obviously
right.
going to like Chinatown restaurants, obviously offering like protection, innit.
Yeah.
For protection fees and whatnot. Because obviously back then, Asian restaurants didn't have it easy, innit.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course,
for
of
sure.
course,
So
yeah.
obviously they
It's a
had to
lot
pay for
gang-related-
protection.
gang-related, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a very different time back then.
Sounds like we need our own separate podcast
Yeah,
for
man.
about your
Yeah.
uncles, bro. Let's hear about that.
He got a lot of stories,
I'm quite limited to what I can say. I can't
that's
speak too much.
That's what I mean.
You
That's
remember
what
that
I
Lad
mean.
Bible? I remember seeing the Lad Bible
I saw that.
the episode with that triad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
yeah, yeah.
interesting. That was
He
interesting.
actually spoke about one of my not my uncle, innit, but an uncle of mine.
Right.
Yeah, he spoke about it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy because I got one of these uncles, innit.
Everyone's got that one uncle.
Ah.
'Cause basically,
Everyone's got that one uncle.
My uncle.
Are you gang related? Is that what you're saying?
Not me, no. I went into education, so I went a different direction, innit?
Yeah.
But basically, my dad, my uncles back in the day, they obviously had a different lifestyle back then. And one of their friends, who's basically like my uncle, innit? I don't know if I can say his name.
No,
What
of course
I
not. Don't
called
say
him,
his
innit?
name.
Okay, fair enough. I
The
can't
fuck,
say
say
his
uncle,
name,
man.
innit?
What the
Yeah, yeah.
fuck?
But basically, this guy is the perfect example of a Vietnamese gangster. This guy had, bro, this guy's face, not in a rude way, but he had a very vicious face. Even when he wasn't trying to be vicious.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Where did this
Wearing-
stereotype come from? Then the
yeah.
Asians are timid and shit like that.
Do you think that having that face kind of set him down a path that you know what I mean?
Bro,
Nah, I tell you, I shit
Because
you not, yeah.
you might be like, do you know what? They're treating me like this
Yeah.
anyway. I might as well go and
Yeah, you have to go in that direction.
be
It's
That
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 face
guy,
where you
yeah.
like you have to like walk on the other side of the road. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He looks like he's giving you that look in it, but he's not trying to
Yeah.
give you that look.
Yeah.
So you know what? But anyways, whenever he was nice to me, innit? He was nice to me. That's all I knew. He was
Yeah,
nice to me, innit? But he looked like I said, the perfect representation of a Vietnamese gangster.
Yeah,
A guy
yeah.
that, the angry face. Like, you know, when all that looks, he's trying to start a fight with you,
Yeah,
just without
yeah,
speaking,
yeah, I know
without
exactly what
verbals.
you're talking about.
He had
I
the
know.
whole golden chain, you know, the
Yeah.
fucking the expensive looking watch.
Yeah.
Of what's that shirt called? It's got like.
Wife
like-
beater.
Huh? No, not a wife beater shirt. But he usually wear like obviously he's opened up the buttons. It's like a button shirt, isn't it? Like a button shirt. But
Or a short sleeve.
Yeah, short sleeve button shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
But this guy, bro, I wouldn't fuck with him, bro.
Nah.
If I saw this guy, bro, I would take my money. I'll give him. If I didn't know him, I'll give him my money. Fuck this, take it.
Yeah. Because the thing is with my parents' age and stuff like that. I don't even know much about like how they grew up and shit. Like I feel like it's such a different time, innit?
Do they talk about it? They don't really talk
Nah,
about
they
it.
don't talk
my
about
dad
it. Even
doesn't
if you
like
try to
talk
pry
about
them,
it, yeah.
if you even try to pry them about the like information, they won't tell you about anything about it.
Yeah, my dad, he's very reserved when it
Yeah.
comes to this because he doesn't like how he was back then.
Yeah,
Especially he doesn't want to teach me that.
Yeah.
But obviously, I got my plugs in it, so I got people in my family.
For sure.
I got an auntie in it who tells me the shit in it. But there's a story actually. I'm not gonna tell too much details, but basically, some of my uncles in it, basically, they went to Ireland and they got kicked out of the country.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
where they actually went and tried to live there.
Yeah, nah, not even live there, bro. So
Right.
basically,
They went there to do some business.
what I understand from the
Conduct some
story,
business, you know what I mean?
transactions.
I'll show you
Yeah.
later, but there's a whole article about it on the Irish
Yeah.
Times, innit? But basically, my uncle, so my auntie's brother, so like my uncle's, my dad's like brother-in-law, basically, innit? He was having issues over there with running his business. People were basically fucking with him, innit? So my auntie or them basically reached out to my family, innit, that they needed help. And this is the type of shit my family kind of dealt with back then, innit?
Yeah.
So they basically flew over. So it was
What, from Vietnam?
no,
Nah,
from
not
London.
from
bro.
London.
I was gonna say from Vietnam.
No, not from
Nah,
Vietnam. That's
imagine.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
shit, man.
crazy.
No,
That's
see,
some fucking
yeah.
gang
Let's just say
shit, bro.
3
Yeah.
of my relatives, my auntie, she's a sick auntie, by the way. I can't lie to you. Shout out to you. I'm not gonna say your name, but shout out to my auntie. She knows which one she is. she was always
Shout out,
backing it,
auntie.
innit? So
Yeah.
basically, they all went, and the other guy I told you about, the
Yeah.
uncle. That's not actually my uncle, innit?
Yeah.
So they all went over there. They all went over there to obviously back it, innit? Then a whole fight basically ensued in this restaurant, innit? And basically there was knives, bare shit going on. And the uncle, the one that with the fierce face, this guy was robbing cigarettes in the back. He wasn't even part of the fight. Everyone's beefing, right? But obviously my relatives, my uncles and shit, they're all fighting, right?
Yeah,
my
yeah.
auntie's handing out the weapons to them, blah blah blah. Like she's the one
Oh
that-
my
yeah.
days.
And then you got my other uncle, the one that's not blood related, yeah. He's fucking trying to steal cigarettes in the back.
That's
And,
crazy.
I'll show you the article later.
Bunch of bananas, underworld edition.
Yeah,
I'll show
man.
you. I'll show
Bare
you.
history, innit?
I'll
Bare
show you the
history,
article
bro.
later, innit?
Yeah.
But basically, it was a crazy time back then.
Yeah.
This was a different time, by the way. I don't do that shit.
100%.
Hey, bro, this is so interesting because you never hear about these kind
No,
of stories.
you don't.
They
It's good. It's good to hear about these kind of stories as well. Do you know what I mean?
I know there's more. I know there's so much more stories, innit?
Yeah,
But
there's
I'm very
every-
limited to what I can hear.
Do you know what it is as well? Like, there's every kind of story. You know, like when you go back to Asia,
Yeah.
and I guess the first time you go back as an adult, and you're fully cognizant of everything around you,
Yeah.
and you realize actually, wait, I'm in Asia.
Yeah.
The bin man, he's Chinese. Well, speaking about Hong Kong,
Yeah.
the bin man's Chinese. That homeless guy's Chinese. The businessman's Chinese. All the singers are Chinese. And you realize actually, wait, we got our own thing completely.
Mm.
Like over here, we're in certain boxes.
Yeah.
But you need to go back home. You haven't been back home in a long time. Go back home.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
before
So
you
that
miss
you
out,
can,
innit?
so that you can realize that we
It's eye-opening,
are
innit?
everything over
Yeah,
there, and we
yeah,
could be
yeah.
everything over here too.
We can bring that culture
yeah,
here.
you could be
Yeah.
what you want to be. It's just that we don't have a lot of reference points
Mm.
over here. Like more time, we're looking at America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like for
That's what I'm saying.
example-
Yeah. How did you become an artist then? Because I feel like during your time as well, like, I feel,
Yeah.
especially with like,
I'm gonna answer that, but let me just say this
Yeah.
first quickly. So, when I was like, when the internet, when I first started going online and searching for content,
yeah.
I was always desperately searching for British Asian content.
Hey,
And-
bunch of bananas.
Oh no, honestly, bro, like this is the first thing that I'm seeing over here, which is like really carrying some weight, and you guys are having relatable conversations,
Yeah,
and
I
also
appreciate it.
Eastern Honeys, which I was on
Yeah,
recently.
shout out to
Shout out
Eastern
Eastern
Honeys,
Honeys.
Yeah.
Fucking shout them all out, man.
yeah.
Eastern Honeys,
Rise.
Rise, shout out Rise, shout out Darren,
what was
shout out
it?
Rise.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Eastern
Eastern
Margins,
Margins.
shout out Eastern Margins.
Shout out to all of them, bro.
Did you guys go to the Eastern Margins
I was in
party?
Vietnam, bro. I was in
Oh,
Vietnam.
you-
Yeah, I
could've
wasn't
gone.
here either, man. It's so annoying.
Oh,
It's
no,
so
it was-
annoying.
it
I
was
wish I
actually
could have
fire.
gone,
Was it
man.
good? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was
wish I
actually-
could have
It
gone.
was actually fire. I got there really late, about
Yeah.
midnight, because I was doing stuff with the kids at home.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, man.
I got there and I stood in the doorway,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and I could just see Asian people, and on the
Yeah,
stage,
yeah,
Asian people,
yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, I've never seen this.
yeah. And
Yeah.
Not
apart
at
from
this scale.
Chinatown, innit?
At this scale,
Not
innit?
scale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
100%,
Do you know what I mean? And
100%.
also like non-Asians in the
We're
crowd
building like a
enjoying
space
as well.
for us, isn't it? We're building a space, building a community, and it's great. It's great to see.
I feel like they definitely deserve a shout. All of them, man. Any kind of platform or community that is geared towards uplifting Asians or bringing that community together, they all deserve a shout.
We deserve to take up space, brother.
Yeah, man, we deserve it now, man.
So of course,
100%, 100%. So I'll be searching for this content, and there never was any. And if there was, it would be just dry. No offense to anybody who was trying to put out content at that time, but it would be like, oh yeah, my family, you know, we grew up in a Chinese takeaway, and life wasn't always easy. Shut up, man.
That's Kevin, bro.
So goddamn boring.
I promise you, that's Kevin. That's me, bro. If you look back at some of our earlier podcasts, that's Kevin. Oh, you grew up in a takeaway. I grew up on a takeaway, man. Back of the fucking counter, doing my maths homework. That's him. That was him.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's relatable though.
It's relatable, but it's the delivery.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is the delivery.
Yeah,
we have to try and make things.
Kevin's delivery was dead.
We got to try and make things entertaining.
Yeah, no, fair.
You know, you got to have you got to be entertained.
You have to gear it towards this generation, or whatever generation you're targeting.
Of course.
Because I believe in meritocracy. And for me, I'm going to explain it to you right now, bro.
Sorry.
You literally interrupt all the time, brother.
Just because the content is made by an Asian person, I can't just fuck with it just because it's by an Asian person.
100%.
I have to actually feel what you're saying. I have to relate to what you're saying. You have to deliver it in a way that entertains me. That's what content's for, right? It's for entertainment.
100%.
I'm not trying to sit there like a maths lesson. That's boring. You need to deliver the content in an entertaining way.
Of course.
So, you know, you guys are doing that job and I respect it. I respect it. But it's the first one because when I'll be watching like Fung Bros, watching who else back in those days?
You know, he's the one who told me, by the way.
What?
Do you know how we found out about the fact that Fung Bros shouted us out?
Oh, you told us?
He's the one who told me.
Because,
I swear.
Because I stay watching the Fung. I've been watching the Fung Bros for years. I've been watching the Fung Bros for years, man. Because they had this shift where they went from doing like silly, funny videos about we're gonna go and eat
this. That's a lot of marketing now as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
for smaller sauce.
Oh yeah. They've been doing that.
They changed, yeah.
But I when they started talking about actual issues, then I started to tune in because I want to hear people talk about things I can relate to, not just
of course.
It can't all just be fun and games. I'm gonna go and try this noodle at this.
Do you know what? You're right,
it gets boring. Do you know what I mean?
They have switched up, and it's in a good direction as well for their old audience. Because obviously, back when they were younger, you were younger, so it was silly videos, isn't it? So now because you guys are getting older, they've switched it to a more sort of mature sort of
that's it.
Mature content.
But I gotta call them out as well because their representation of what we got going on here was,
brother. Yeah, we heard about that.
Come on.
Yeah, now we're gonna fight them.
I watched the whole thing.
We told them,
Zach, I'm calling you out.
We told them to come down to London so we can show you the
future. We'll show you. Because I see you guys are kind of training a little bit as well now. So come through. We'll get you right.
They're down in it. We'll take it to
white collar.
We'll take it to one of your training sessions too, man.
No, but I've been watching their content. So what I'm saying is now there's actually content coming out.
Yes,
that's engaging, relatable, and that's important because
100%.
That's how people get to know about us.
Yeah.
Without that, people, you know, it's soft culture. Soft culture. It's powerful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's no one out here trying to speak like a Chinese person.
Yeah. Nah. Like when you talk about like having a reference point in it, like back in the day as well, I used to literally try to find British Asian YouTubers or whatever the fuck. But like I was literally going towards the American lot, like Timothy De La Ghetto,
I love Timothy, bro.
Fung Bros, you know what I mean? Like David Soul, all them mans in it. Like I used to watch them because I'm like, that's the closest thing I can find representation because I grew up in fucking Blackpool. Do you know what I'm saying? There was nothing there for me at all.
Yeah, I can relate, bro, because I was born in Cambridge.
Yeah.
And I grew up
like that.
And I also lived in the Isle of Wight as well for years.
You was in.
So I've moved around. I moved around a lot when I was growing up.
That's a switch up, isn't it?
Yeah, I went to uni in Leeds as well. So I've
you gone around
quite a few places. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Especially back in your day too. There wasn't that many Asians either.
Oh, you're acting like he's hella old, bro.
But I think that
Double.
I think that makes
Uncle Lee.
I'll take it.
Uncle Lee, bro.
I'll take it.
Probably has his own takeaway.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I would love to start my own takeaway, but in a different sense.
Nah,
you know what? Let me jump off that. Let me not give you guys too much ideas.
Hey. Nah, takeaways are dying now.
Yeah, they are. I think I'm scared they're gonna go extinct. You know.
Do you actually eat from takeaways now, though? Of
course. My auntie has a takeaway down the road, so.
Oh yeah. Where is it? Shout out, man. Let me.
Shout out Shepherd's Bush, innit? Sweet and sour.
Oh, yeah?
Bush.
Be careful, man. If nobody likes you, they might come there and cause some
problems. That's my problem, innit? No.
That sounds like a you problem, bro.
Not me. I've never been to myself, bro.
Exactly. I tend not to like really go out to eat Chinese takeaways.
What's the takeaway, bro? You don't go out to eat a takeaway. You eat
it's
at
a
home,
takeaway.
right?
Sorry, yeah, I
Sorry,
don't.
it's a name,
I don't.
innit?
I don't tend
Yeah, bro.
basically,
Being
I
facetious.
order from my auntie or I just go
Yeah.
home because I think the takeaway food, they all do it differently, and it's
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
prefer my parents' style. You know what I'm saying?
I'm quite if I find a place I like, I'll just continue going there.
Yeah.
There's a shout
You know
out.
it works. You know it works, innit?
Yeah. The one that I go to is called Hot Wok
Hot what?
in Archway.
Archway?
Yeah.
Oh.
Archway. You know Archway?
No, I don't know Archway.
Archway's like
You don't know Archway? It's not far from me, bro. It's like the 271 bang.
Archway,
I don't know,
Archway's, how would I describe it? It's like north of Highbury and Islington.
Okay,
If you go up Holloway Road,
Yeah.
all the way you get to Archway. It's kind of like an in-between type
Ah.
place. It's not really you don't really go there for anything. It's like
Yeah.
an in-between type place.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is I was
I'll
eating
go there
there.
for Lidl, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in Archway and when I moved to North London, I was in
Uh-huh.
Archway. I was training in a park and I met a Vietnamese guy.
Yeah.
And I said to him, where's good to eat around here? And he recommended this spot.
Yeah.
I started eating there, it was fire. And I used to have my art studio in Archway. So I was eating there maybe literally 3 times a week. And I don't eat out much. That's how good it was.
Yeah, was that good, yeah?
After I was going there for a while, my auntie saw it on my Instagram story. And she said, oh, you've been going to Hot Wok.
You fucking
snake. She said, no, she said, that's my best friend
Is it?
from back home's restaurant.
Aw.
And she went to primary school with Vivian from Hot Wok. Shout out.
They all know each other, bro.
Yeah. So it turned out we had like a real
link,
connection
yeah.
from back home.
Auntie, what about this
But
kind then?
yeah. It's fire though. You guys should go and check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I might have to go
definitely,
check it out because that's actually quite near me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All of them are
it's actually good
tiring though,
food.
man. The art's going now. That like
Yeah.
the chef, like how they cook everything. The chefs, they're not,
Bro,
not the same anymore.
Did you see that fucking?
not the same.
I saw this video, innit? But basically,
Video?
Chinese restaurants, innit?
Yeah.
Up in America, there's one basically where robots are making the Chinese food.
No.
Ah.
Did you see that video?
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
Bruv, I saw that and I was like, are you crazy, bruv?
You know
Just
stir
let the
fries?
fucking uncles work, bruv.
You know stir fries,
Let the
yeah?
uncles and aunties work.
They're
man.
using these cylinders now, innit? And they just literally, it's like a rotating cylinder at a certain speed, and they just chuck their shit in.
Oh, I don't like this shit, bro.
Yeah,
That's
nah.
basmeally AI. Chef
It
AI.
is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's
AI
always
for the
all- yeah,
kitchen.
It's
not-
taking
not the
away
same.
the work from the Asian
Yeah.
uncles and
Yeah.
aunties, bro.
Yeah.
Your
And-
mums and dads.
And also, I want to see the auntie, the uncle in the
bro.
back.
You want
Yeah,
that
I want that- I
experience,
want-
innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
I want our fire to like.
At the
blow
same
up.
time, though, that's
I
very
want
hard
that steam to
work.
hit my
It
face,
is,
bro.
it is
Yeah.
hard. It is hard work. It is hard.
That's hard. That's hard.
That's
work,
what I'm
bro.
saying. It's dying
That's
because
hard
no
work.
one can do that. No one can take the shift anymore.
You can't find a chef who can
Yeah.
cook 150 different dishes.
Of course not.
Cook all of them within
Like 2
3 minutes.
Yeah, 2
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's a dying art because
That's what I'm
people
saying.
are getting more and more lazy as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like like the Chinese takeaway used to cook. You can get chicken and chips there.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you can even get fish and chips.
Bro, it's
My best
it's
fish and
fucking
chips was from
grind.
an Asian takeaway.
Yeah,
Up on Surbiton back
It's
in
a
the day.
grind, man.
It was the best.
Can you
Yeah.
do a 16-hour shift, yeah, and afterwards go casino and then come back and work again?
Nah,
crazy.
bro.
That's crazy. That's
That's
crazy.
what they
That's
do,
crazy.
innit? But yeah,
We need to
it's-
check that Blackpool connection.
Yeah,
After,
100%.
I'll check
probably
it with my
related.
mum and find out.
Yeah.
Do you know a lamb?
Yeah.
Do you know a lamb family?
There's a Lamb, there's a Troy, there's a Lai, Lee, everything.
Yeah.
man.
Well,
But
this is
yeah.
the thing about out of London Chinese families. There's less of them, so
Yeah.
like
No, but
they're more likely to all know each other.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they were raised and brought up in London, but they moved out for opportunities, innit?
Yeah, and they
Right,
all gravitate.
right.
They
Yeah.
want to gravitate towards
Yeah.
each other.
So
innit?
like when my mom comes down, like she meets up with all the aunties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like it's, you know what I mean. Like we're all connected somehow.
Chinese takeaways. It's
Yeah.
interesting, bro. It's interesting. Why does every time? Why did I grow up in far-flung places, including the Isle of Wight?
Yeah,
It's the reason is because people were trying to spread out, so they're
Exactly.
not kind of
yeah,
step on each other's toes.
Yeah.
Like they wanna. It's another thing of wanting to be the only one.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll be the only one here.
yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
if you look at like, let's say Indian restaurants,
Yeah.
they're sitting up next to each other. They got
They're beefing each
there's-
other
there's-
right next door.
Yeah. There's enough for
But
them
like
all
that's
to
what I'm
eat.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like they literally
Yeah.
said that cousin that lives next door, whatever. They all.
But
Well, that's one thing with
But
Indians,
isn't
yeah.
that just
Or like,
the business mindset though? Obviously, you want to have a unique selling point. innit?
no,
Yeah,
but they keep
yeah.
their shit together in a family. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I'm talking
Yeah.
about Chinese
Chinese,
takeaways.
we don't,
innit?
brother.
But that's
Yeah.
that's business mindset.
Yeah.
They're going out to places that they know there's not going to be other Chinese restaurants.
Even like,
Yeah.
for, like
Or
for example,
takeaways.
Yeah,
like buying a
it's
house,
true.
yeah. For like buying a house, right? The Indians or whatever, right? The South Asians,
Indian
they would,
people.
Indian people, yeah. Sorry, they would like they
did
would
you
come
say?
together.
Indian
Indians.
people.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
had
yeah.
to, we
Yeah,
had
but
to
Indian
learn from
people.
mistakes that
Yeah,
we made in
yeah,
the past.
But they would come together like the cousins, yeah, and they all chip in to buy one house.
Group economics.
Do you know
Group
what I'm saying?
economics.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
And we don't do that.
That's something that we can learn from.
100%.
Yeah.
Collectivism.
Did
innit?
you know that apparently, I don't know if it's true, but some of this stems from the Cultural Revolution.
What do you mean?
Because basically, at the time of the Cultural Revolution, it's like everybody kind of split off, and it was communism, innit?
Yeah,
So then when communism ended, it became like every man for himself again. I don't know if this is true, but this is a theory that I've
It
heard.
could stem from that 100%.
Do you know what I mean? That's why, you know, in China, it's kind of raggo in China. Like, you know, you see those videos of people laying in the street and no one's helping them, and like all that cold-blooded shit.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're being fed a certain
dialogue,
a certain narrative.
Narrative, that's it. Yeah.
By the Western media, but that's not to say it doesn't exist. And apparently, that's because of, you know, communism and the fall of communism and all that kind of stuff. It's, I don't know, man. Chinese history is very complicated.
It is very,
very complicated. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, and people look at us like we're all the same, and but we're not, in it. Like even the difference between Chinese and Vietnamese culture, I feel like it's a big. There's a big gap.
100%.
There is a big gap.
And there's a lot we can learn from each other. Do you know what I mean? Like when I went to Vietnam, I felt like the people there were more fun-loving.
Yeah, they know. Do you know what it is?
Vietnamese know how to have fun, man.
More fun,
You know,
right?
because they got so much going on, right? Like obviously, let's be honest, right? Compared to the UK or compared to the West, Vietnam's, you know, obviously the amount of money they make when they work is basically pennies, right? It's pennies, and they basically have to live every day they're trying to survive every day. So obviously they're working long ass shifts.
Yeah.
So obviously they have to make it work so that they got something to live for at the end of their shift.
Yeah, 100%.
So they know how to live fun. They're going out to, you know, to like to a bar, or they're going out to have, you know, food and drinks. You got them doing them mop high bar yo,
mop high bar yo.
Like they're doing all of that.
Yeah, I did that when I went back there.
Yeah, you went there.
They need to make their everyday worth it, you know.
Yeah.
Because
they know how to have
they're
fun.
gonna
For
imagine
sure.
if you're just working every day, 16, you know, basically nearly 4 days, right?
Yeah.
Like because obviously every person in Vietnam is on the grind.
Grinding.
Every family has is a type of business.
Yeah.
It might be a hair salon. It might be a restaurant.
Yeah.
It might be selling. It might be its own little corner shop selling, you know, like crisp and shit.
Yeah.
Right. They're always grinding.
I respect it.
Yeah. So obviously
Hustle's there, isn't it?
The hustle's there. So obviously they have to do something to make it worth it. So at the end of the day, they enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
100%.
We need to learn from that.
Yeah.
It's all about taking care of their family too, man.
Because I feel like I want to hear your thoughts on this, right? I feel like sometimes when it comes to specifically Chinese people,
Yeah.
I'm Chinese.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm talking
different
about
household.
culturally.
Yeah.
Like the enjoyment factor is a bit lower. The bar for
way
enjoyment is
lower,
a bit
brother.
low. It's like you just
This
have a little
one thing,
meal
Yeah.
at the house,
Yeah.
and then that's the celebration.
That's it. Yeah.
Like I want to learn to be more like outwards and
Like-
like really enjoy. When I'm enjoying, I'm really
Do you
enjoying.
know what? Actually, I want to ask you about this.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know about you, but I want to ask you about this. Do you eat with your family?
Would you what?
Explain
Get
that. explain
together and eat often. Oftenly, would you eat together as a group?
that. Not enough.
Not enough. But
I
when-
recommend.
at
I
home,
recommend
if
you
I'm
do
at
that
home.
more
Yeah.
because
You mean just go out for a restaurant or just?
so I mean, like just get like a family. Oh, you know how like obviously over in the UK, right?
Yeah.
A lot of kids, you know, once their food is made, they grab their food, they go to
you know
their
what?
rooms.
Oh, like that.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
no,
watching
no,
something and they're eating their food, innit?
If I'm at home, for dinner time, which is not that often, but when I am home for dinner time, we all eat together.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear.
No. You're not going to your room.
Yeah, bro. We're talking.
Nah, that's crazy.
The TV's off.
Yeah, that's when we're checking in with each other.
Nah.
Yeah,
I'll do that at home all the time. I'll eat with the family, 100%.
So I thought you meant, you know, now that I'm living
Yeah.
away from family.
independently.
Yeah, independently. Yeah.
do I link up with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even so, I try to go out eat my family still. It's like sighting. Like I mean,
Sighting,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you right now, it's like they just
I'm
care about
telling
money
you.
so much.
telling
when
you,
it's like
I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
want to enjoy.
I'm telling you.
But
They
that
don't
comes
enjoy
from,
life.
That comes from their past mindset.
Yeah.
I'm trying to unlearn that too.
Yeah.
Because I'll be the same, bro. I'll be the same. Sometimes I'll
Yeah.
be like, I'm very fruitful. You saw I had my coffee in the jam
Yeah.
jar.
Yeah.
And I poured the hot water in from my flask.
Yeah.
Like certain things like that, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind keeping that.
Yeah.
But certain times you have to be able to just reach in your pocket and be like,
Yeah.
do you know what? Like money comes and money goes.
Exactly.
I can't take it away with
But-
me.
Yeah.
Like
Do you know
I
what I
said,
mean?
I understand where that mentality is coming
Of course,
from.
of course.
Because obviously, you know, our parents, our grandparents,
Yeah.
they come back from a time where
Had
it
nothing.
was
They came.
harder,
And
it
they
was
had
harder
nothing
to make money.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
So they had to work hard just to earn, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously that mindset is still ingrained in them, that
100%.
struggle that they went through.
But
innit?
that's them. We shouldn't retain that.
Nah,
because,
100%.
you know what I mean? But I kind of do.
Yeah.
Like
It's
why,
hard to-
why,
it's habit,
why
isn't it?
do
It's habit.
why do Asian people more than anyone else have a friggin' drawer with like chopsticks and,
Yeah.
and wipes.
Yeah.
You got wipes from the chicken shop
Do you know
from
what I'm saying?
1990.
You got fucking sauce packets from McDonald's from like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
If you
Do you know what I'm
open
saying?
if you open up our
Yeah.
drawer, you got meals from Burger
Do you
King.
have that? Do you have
ketchup.
that?
Exactly.
bruv.
Why are you buying
We
tissue
need-
when you
My
can get it
parents
from
were
Thingy?
my mum was collecting those.
Yeah.
bruv.
My missus, you know, she kind of tolerated it whilst we lived separately.
Yeah.
But when we moved in, she was like, "We're not doing that." anymore." and
Subconsciously, I'm going to obviously shopping it. I'm grabbing 4 straws, even though I
Yeah.
want drink.
Asian
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But wait,
bruv.
I had to sort of wrestle with that in my mind for a bit and be
Yeah.
like, actually, wait, I don't need 600 pairs of chopsticks.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need that. I still grab some
Yeah,
from my
yeah.
studio and I'll keep them there. But I don't
Reflexes,
need.
innit?
I don't need. Imagine this. This is a silly story, right? But imagine this. When I used to live in Kilburn, I used to go and just, buy the
It's a
fruit and
new
veg.
fucking location, bro. Kilburn now.
Yeah, Kilburn's
I've
crazy.
lived in
Yeah.
so many places. I've lived in 20 plus different places. But like I used to get the blue bags from the grocery store. It used to be blue bags back then. Now it's black bags. innit?
Yeah.
The grocery, the fishmongers, and I used to just wrap these bags up in a little thingy and I put them in my drawer. And then one day,
That's your.
Wait, how did you do it? How did you
Your
do it?
auntie, that's your
So,
mum.
We just flatten it and then we fold it like that. Like shoelaces, bro.
yeah. So I do that, but then I tuck the ends in so it become a little circle.
yeah.
Right, so like this is the most Asian shit ever, bro.
That's so Asian,
I put
bro.
these in my drawer.
Yeah, that's what we do.
You have a
And,
bag in a bag in
Yeah,
it. You put
a
a
bag.
bag.
We put a big bag
Yeah.
where we put all the other plastic bags that we,
Yeah.
folded up
Yeah.
into that bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to get this one day, my fridge broke down.
Yeah.
So I pulled the fridge out. What I didn't realize was as I kept stuffing these bags, they were going down the back. And it actually like gave me anxiety when I saw what was behind the fridge. It was a whole solid wall of blue bags.
That's crazy.
Like they had compressed
Yeah.
and they were blocking the fan
What
of
are
the
you
fridge.
keeping the bags for, man?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
We've got a dead scarcity
Nah,
mindset.
yeah.
I don't need a million
It's hoard
bags.
mentality,
I don't
yeah.
need
Hoard mentality.
It's hoarding, bro.
Yeah.
Asian aunties, Asian mums, they obviously, because of their hoarding mentality,
Yeah.
we've obviously, growing up, seeing that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we've taken it on board as well.
Yeah, and let me say this: my parents didn't really do that to
Right.
the extent
Mm.
that certain other family members of mine do it. I got an uncle, shout out, and you go to his house, you gotta find a place to sit. You gotta make a place to sit down because there might be like 3 microwave ovens in their boxes.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean? There might
That
be.
is such an Asian thing.
Yeah.
That's so
But,
Asian.
but he's got the good gifts, so shout
It's
out.
true. Do you know what it is though? Like,
He'll just go in the back and he'll pull out
Yeah.
3 gifts
I
for
think we
you.
all got an
Yeah.
uncle like that, innit? I
Yeah.
got an uncle, innit? He's always buying shit, right?
Yeah.
So my uncle, innit? Shout out to him, by the way, Uncle Long, innit? He's always buying shit.
Yeah.
Right.
What's
He
his
doesn't even need
preference?
it.
Like, what kind of things
He
does
buys,
he
like,
like
for
to buy?
example, phones. He'll buy like
phones.
wireless chargers.
Yeah.
He'll buy things. innit?
Yeah.
Then after a period of time, he'll call up members of the family. He'll be like, hey, lo, go mong mo dito ah. So basically, do you want to buy call my dad's name?
Yeah.
Do you want to buy a phone? But
Oh, he's selling it.
He's selling it too. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's selling it as well.
He obviously will sell it cheaper. innit?
Yeah,
He's trying to get rid of
yeah,
it. One time
yeah.
he came to my house, innit? This is after.
What are we
a
talking?
long
We
time.
talking iPhone or we talking
Nah,
like
like, this is like he's still doing it now. I'm talking
Yeah.
about recently. This type of stuff he would do, innit? I remember one time,
Huawei? Yeah.
about a year,
Like that.
about a year ago, he came. So within this year, he came over to my house. It's been a while. He's come over to our house, innit? Obviously, we're catching up. Everyone catching up. He's sitting in my room, and he sees my laptop. He's like, hey, Eric, when do you want to sell this? Just let me know.
Oh yeah.
So now he's interested in my laptop.
What kind of laptop you
It's
got?
a MacBook. It's a MacBook Air 2022.
Okay, it's quite recent.
This is quite
Yeah,
recent.
quite
Yeah, mine was quite recent.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just crazy because I know
We did.
You might have to hang on, Uncle. You might have to hang on for that for a while, man.
might be worth something in the future, innit?
Yeah.
Nah, it's crazy, man. It's
Need
funny
to dead
how
that.
Yeah.
a lot of these sort of like family members that we have in other Asian households or Asian families, there's something quite similar.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
always
My
had that
uncle,
one.
we
yeah.
all got an uncle like that.
Yeah, for sure. Like my uncle, my family, they're all quite straight laced. Everybody's on point. Everyone, they has their own businesses and
Yeah.
everyone's upwardly mobile. But you always do have that one uncle who's on some other shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I love him
do
though.
the
I
next
love
thing,
him
innit?
though.
No, yeah, me too. We're not gonna go into that one too much as well. That's a mad one.
Go back to it though. Obviously your wife is black. Your
Yeah.
kids are mixed race.
Yeah.
How's it like raising
them?
again? Raising them in like a dual
So
interracial.
yeah,
interracial family.
So I got to say, it's a beautiful thing. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing. Like, for example, that little story I just told you about the hoarding.
Yeah, yeah.
And my missus was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you realize, actually, wait, why am I doing that? Am I
Mm.
doing that because I've seen it somewhere else? And then the thing is about when you're with your own people,
Yeah.
right? You might just do the same things you
don't
both
think
used
too much
to.
about it.
You might not unpack it and be like,
Yeah.
actually, wait a second, why am I hoarding this shit?
Yeah.
And is it useful? Actually, it's not useful. Like you said, this sauce packet's from 1997. Like, this belongs in a museum, not in a drawer. Do you know what I mean?
I've got like bare coffee sticks for some reason.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, when you're with your same people, unless you're very what's the word? Not introspective. When you're very
open-minded,
self-aware,
self-aware,
and you're able to step back bird's eye view and look at what you're doing. You're gonna probably do a lot of the same shit that your parents did. But when you're with people from another culture,
exposure makes you think twice.
Yeah, it starts making you look at things a bit differently.
In a different angle.
She does it like that.
Yeah.
And why do I feel like I need to tell her do it this way? Actually, maybe her way's better.
Yeah.
Maybe the way she's doing that specific thing is actually, maybe I should learn that way.
Yeah.
And then she can learn what I've got that's useful. And so in this way, we're raising our children to do the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
So I really like what you're doing though.
Yeah.
You're bridging gaps. You're bridging gaps.
And let me say this, it's never been a thing of like, my missus was never with like Asian guys. So she wasn't like, I like Asian guys. Let me find an Asian guy.
Yeah, she
and
don't have that yellow fever, innit?
That's what I'm saying.
She was attracted to you for you.
Yeah, and same with me. I've dated people from all different backgrounds. Yeah. I'll tell you a funny story actually. This is funny. This is funny.
I'm ready.
So when I was, I never really told my parents about relationships that I was having.
Yeah.
Until they became really serious.
Right.
There's only been a few of those. So when I was telling my parents about, interracial relationships I was having, one day I was with my dad and we were in the supermarket. Right?
Oh shit.
And we were in like a big Tesco's where,
bro, he must have shouted at you, innit?
No. Where you got like a variety of everything. So we were standing by the sausages because we were gonna go and do a barbecue. So we're standing by the sausages. And when you're in a big Tesco's, you've got 16 different varieties of sausage.
Is that, don't tell me you use an analogy on those.
He used an analogy on me, yeah?
Oh, tell me the analogy right now.
So we're standing in front of the sausages and we're trying to deliberate on which type to buy.
Yeah.
And then you got the sausage with the spicy tomato. You got the sausage with the the herb and the garlic.
Yeah.
And my dad just looked at me and said, "Do you know what sausage you can always eat? Original sausage."
Right. He's trying to say
he's basically trying to say, look, you can always come back to this one. Yeah. This one might have a bit of spice to it.
That's crazy.
But you can always come back to the good old original sausage. Do you know what I said to him?
What did you say?
I said, Dad, you never tried that sausage. But you don't know what that tastes like.
Yeah, you know what it tastes like.
If you had tried that sausage, you would have been born.
Yeah. But he might have came back to the original.
Yeah.
But my whole point was, you're talking about something that you may not have experienced.
Of course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously, I love my Asian people.
Yeah.
And I feel like keeping it in the keeping it Chinese, keeping it Asian, whatever you want to say. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Retaining culture is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I had to stop myself.
He's like, wait a second.
Yeah.
That's a wild statement.
But love is more complex than that, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
so I feel like that's really important. It just that's not what happened for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I get. I think there's pros and cons to everything, right?
Yeah.
I think obviously
you can't think of it in terms of pros and cons.
You can't
Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, you kind of do as well. You have to think about it in
where
all ways.
other people are coming from, innit? Like I get the idea around like obviously
it's your life, though. You know what I mean? It's your life.
Yeah, but I get where it's coming from, innit? But obviously, like what he's doing, being a bit more open-minded, you're able to learn. Like you said, your dad he hasn't actually experienced himself, so he's making a judgment based on something he hasn't experienced.
On his preconceptions,
right?
100%.
That's his own, his own ideas, feelings. But obviously, you're the one who's experiencing it, so you have more to offer, and you're able to talk more about this.
Because only on a Asian podcast would we be talking about parents so much. There's no other type of people that would talk about their parents so much.
Of course,
every time you look at an Asian thing, there's always like oh, your parents this, your parents. Bro, when you watch a podcast which is like, let's say like African Americans or like, let's say Latin people, maybe Latin people actually, they're very family orientated, but only on a Asian podcast where parents come into it so much.
Yeah.
What did your parents think about that? That's not even a question that would register on like a white podcast.
Yeah, no, definitely
no,
not.
it's true,
Definitely
you
not.
know.
Like let me not say all, let me not generalize all. But it's on our one, parents is such a big
it's
thing.
so
do you know what I'm
relatable.
saying?
Yeah.
No, it's
Experienced
they're
it.
a massive figure in our lives. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Even to this day, like even after after 18, because a lot of times white families, right, English people, when they turn 18, it's almost like not
Straight
cut
into
ties, but like
independence.
straight to independence.
That's what I
Yeah.
want to get onto. So
Yeah.
obviously, onto that topic that you're speaking about, it's true.
Yeah.
What I've learned over here, being in the UK, is that let's just say my white friends, in it, the moment they hit like 18 or something, that's it. They want to go independent. They want to go live their own life. Live by themselves, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
in Asian families, you can catch Asian, Asian guys, Asian girls living in their family house until they're adults.
Yeah.
And that's what's allowing them to save. Because I'm seeing all my friends in it, like my white friends in it, they're living paycheck to paycheck, bro.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit, bro, I don't think I'm gonna make rent. I'll be like, because you moved out too soon.
Yeah.
And then there's us.
Yeah.
Obviously, we live with our family. Obviously, we contribute, but we're able to save as well.
Yeah.
Because
Much
we're
smarter
thinking
way of doing
smart.
it.
We're thinking
We're
smart.
definitely family more. I feel like we're a lot more family orientated.
Yeah.
Our culture's surrounded around family anyway.
Mhm.
The
Also-
way we eat, do you know
Also,
what I
when you
mean?
try to move out, your family tries to keep you back.
Everything.
Yeah.
And my mum was like,
Everything,
why are you gonna move out? You have no reason to move out yet.
Mhm.
My mum was like,
No, but there's also a toxic mindset to that still. I can't lie.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Tell us then.
When your parents try to keep you too close to you.
That's
It's like,
that's different.
I want to
though,
be.
innit?
You want to be an adult too. Do you know what I'm saying? You want to have your own life. You want to live your own life.
They want to baby you.
Yeah,
they want to baby
yeah.
you too much.
Yeah, they
want to
keep you in those baby kind of
Yeah.
baby shackles.
Exactly.
It goes back to pros and cons. There's pros
Yeah.
and cons to everything.
There
innit?
is, there is.
Obviously, it's good that obviously as Asians, right, we're okay with living in our parents' house until we're adults, until we feel it's right to move. But at the same time, the con is when do you actually become an adult?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard.
Yeah.
Every family's
Yeah.
different.
Constantly
Every family's different.
And do you know what? That can actually affect the way that you interact with other people.
100%.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
100%.
You see, for me personally,
Yeah.
I went to uni when I was 18. So I finished school and I went to uni.
Yeah.
In Leeds, and I was there for 3 years. And obviously, it's far away, so I was living in first student accommodation for the first year, and then you wouldn't believe how cheap it was to live in Leeds at this time. I think when I rented my own flat, it was £390 for a 3-story. There's a basement, ground floor, and a first floor.
Yeah.
£390 a month for that.
Wow, like that.
And it was part of a terrace. Very, very, very cheap.
You're
Do
not
you know
gonna
what I
catch
mean?
that no more.
You could take a part-time job and pretty much be making your rent.
Yeah.
Without student loans and all that kind of stuff. But my what was my point? What am I saying this?
I don't know. You tell us.
What were we talking? Sorry, I
about
lost
family.
the thread.
About
Living in your
Oh yeah.
home and
So
stuff like that.
the thing is, for me, once I finished uni, because I was already far away from home, I never went back. So I never went back and lived at home again.
Yeah.
So I was independent from, I'd say 21. That was when but the thing is, my parents do live in quite distant kind of place.
Yeah.
If my family lived somewhere like London, which I always knew that I wanted to come to London because I had family here. I used to come Chinatown and everything like that. If they would have lived locally, I'm pretty sure I would have ended up living in for a much longer period of time.
Yeah.
But as it happened, that's the way that my life went, and I ended up just being independent from a young age. So I never really had that experience of living at home for a long time. I'd say from 18, I was gone basically.
Same here, mate. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because my parents as well, like they know the struggle back then as well. Like they want you to go out to seek opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A lot of the times I get it. Like they want you to stay at home and stuff, but at the same time, they did the same thing. They went to another country and
Yeah,
and they had to
they
grind
did the
themselves. Do you
ultimate.
know what I'm saying?
They did the ultimate.
They did the whole
Yeah,
fucking thing.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like my parents were understanding to that degree as well. It's like they were able to allow me to live in London, to like just be able to have these opportunities, and so I'm very grateful for them as well.
So you guys met in uni.
Met in uni, yeah.
Now we're
We
stuck together.
we studied graphic design.
What uni was that?
Kingston.
Oh, Kingston. Okay,
Yeah,
that's why you
yeah.
said Surbiton.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
kind of
It's near,
it's nearby. Yeah.
Guy knows his places, bro. That's how you know he's
Well,
been around.
here's the thing, right? Because I'm not a born and bred Londoner.
Yeah.
I feel like when I came to London, everybody would be like, I've got to go 30 minutes, that's long. And for me, 30 minutes, that's nothing.
this guy,
I'm going
he's traveling around the
here,
world,
there,
bro.
I'm going here, there, and
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
So for me,
Yeah.
traveling's never been an issue. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
And with my missus, actually, because we've been together for a long time,
Yeah.
she's the same. She always like just loved jumping on the train.
Yeah.
Let's go and eat at this place because
Bro, what train is she going on? Because I need to hop on the same train, bro. You said she's loving it. I hate the train, bro.
what I'm saying is we'd like say she lives in North,
Yeah.
and we'd happily travel to like Ilford for a
But
restaurant.
that's with you,
Right,
right?
like
Yeah,
that.
it's different, man.
But she was
Good
doing that
company,
before.
innit?
She was doing that before as
Oh,
well.
fair.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, my missus, is, you know, that's my soulmate, innit? And she's a real open-minded person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she's
she
with you,
believes in
innit?
merit. Yeah. No, for real.
Did you say she's
For
American?
real. Yeah.
You say she's American.
Open-minded.
No, I say
open-minded.
she's
Oh, sorry.
open-minded.
Alright.
Like her dad's family is actually living in America.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, that's not what I said.
Actually,
Yeah.
actually, I want to unpack that in a bit, actually.
What?
Okay, yeah.
Just like, obviously, going back to the whole topic about interracial couples, innit?
Right.
And obviously, you know, you're Asian, she's black. Like, how did her family respond to your relationship?
Well, I mean, without going into it too much, yeah, I'm not trying to throw
Right.
Throw people under the
fair,
bus,
fair,
yeah.
fair, yeah.
my missus's family has been so welcoming to me, like off the jump.
Off the jump.
Yeah, I'm
I'd be
basically-
questioning you, I can't lie.
It's like it's like basically they gave me the benefit of the doubt from the jump,
Yeah.
whereas us Asians,
We're
we're gonna
gonna
okay. So let's say
do a whole
you
check
gotta
into your
jump.
history.
You gotta jump through these hoops.
Yeah.
You gotta.
What job do you have? How much money do you earn?
Yeah.
All that type of stuff, and it's like So for them, it was like you're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for us, it's like you're guilty until proven innocent. Well, true or not? Fair or
No,
not?
it's
True, bro. It's
Fair or
true.
not?
It's facts.
Yeah.
That is facts.
And you know that mentality has kept us like
Yeah.
somewhat safe in a lot of ways, but it kind of also keeps us a bit closed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Do
100%.
you know what I mean? But you know, we're all. Let's say we're today, 2024, December. We're all one big happy family now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
beautiful,
saying,
beautiful.
but it wasn't always
Yeah,
smooth sailing. But
obviously,
we
No, I always
got
like
there,
that
we
though.
got
It's always
there.
like that. But one
Yeah.
thing I found as well in my family specifically is like, because a lot of my cousins they've dated like Spanish, black,
Yeah.
whatnot, and they they're you know, and it's like
Black
interracial.
people.
Yeah, black people. Sorry, and like
Correct. You know.
families like they say, oh no, you can't date this person, you can't be that person, right? But at the end of the day, right, when it comes to like actually proposing and asking for permission, can I marry this person? It's like as long as you're happy, do you know what I'm saying? Like they can't become like accustomed or like they become more open minded because when their family comes together, it's like they get to see that other person. Do you know what I'm saying?
See, you know what it is, yeah? When that child appears.
Yeah. It
yeah.
changes your mindset.
So I'm saying it is
Yeah.
true.
Makes
It's
you more
true.
open-minded,
Yeah.
innit?
It
They're
does.
like, you know
Everything
what?
goes away.
You
Everything
gotta
goes away.
change for the kid.
Because they're just like, oh wait,
Yeah.
it's just another human being.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know about how
Do you
deep
know what
that
I'm
is,
saying?
but
No, it's
yeah.
true. It's true.
Aye,
It's
bro,
true.
because I'm not gonna lie, I could get really deep about fatherhood and all that kind
Yeah.
of stuff because
Because you're a father.
yeah, I'm gonna say this. I feel like when you have your children,
Yeah, drop some wisdom, man. We need it.
your emotional levels
Yeah.
go from like, you know, like we're Asian guys, innit? Our emotional levels are usually kind of low.
Yeah, very low.
Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
'cause-
Mine is below zero, bro.
Yeah.
Our family never met with
Yeah.
Can't deal with
mental-
yeah.
We're not
Emotion.
like
Emotion
we're
that
not
low.
like shedding tears unless it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
something real serious.
course,
Most
of
of the so let me just say
Yeah.
generalize.
I mean, romance movies make me cry. I can't lie.
Oh yeah. What? Name the last movie that made you cry.
50 First Dates? Adam Sandler was actually quite cute one. I can't lie.
51st Date.
Adam
I've never
Sandler.
seen it,
You know
never
Adam
seen it.
Sandler, right?
Yeah, I don't understand
Yeah,
that, but I don't
50
know.
First Dates. If I remember correctly.
Oh, 51st
First
Dates.
Dates.
I thought you said the 51st State. That's a Samuel L.
brother.
Jackson movie. I was like,
Nah.
how long have you?
50 First Dates.
Okay,
I
You
think-
like your movies, isn't it?
I think it's the movie when
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
love-
why, but I just really like his movies.
Hey, let you finish
Sorry,
it.
yeah,
Finish
go
it.
back, go back, go
Drop
back.
wisdom. Drop wisdom.
Drop us a wisdom, man.
I was just gonna say that my emotional level is very, very high now.
Yeah.
So like, I could just start. My eyes could just start getting hot.
After having a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, just on anything.
Yeah.
Yesterday I'm in my mother-in-law's house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out my mother-in-law. Sunday dinner every week.
Oh,
it's like,
nice.
It's like Christmas every week. It's mad. That's
Oh, that's cute.
this Christmas we're not doing the Christmas
And where's
dinner.
and where they from?
So my mother-in-law is Ghanaian and Jamaican.
Ooh, you're having good food then, bro.
we're
Sunday
having good
roast.
food.
You're
We're
having
having
good
food.
food,
every
man.
Sunday. But I was there yesterday, and my daughter was in the kitchen, and what was she doing? She was just getting some ice.
Yeah.
Grandma was helping her get some ice from the ice maker.
Yeah.
And I was watching from the the sitting room.
Yeah.
And you can see straight through to the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I could just see my daughter standing on a chair, and my her grandmother behind her, helping her, and I heard her say, "Thank you, grandma," and I just like, shit, man. I'm just crying instantly.
What it is, you're seeing,
not like, but
it's those moments though. It's those moments, 100%.
Moments, isn't it?
I have this problem, right?
Yeah.
I have this problem where I'm seeing things from the future. Yeah. So it's like, instead of I have to bring myself back to the present.
Yeah.
So I'll be with my daughter, and we're having a beautiful moment, and part of me will start. This sounds crazy, right? Thinking of this as a memory from the future, and how beautiful it's gonna be. Thinking back on it, and how lucky I am to have this moment, and that makes me feel emotional. And I have to be like, "What are you doing?"
No, I think that's okay, bro.
Look in. We're right here, right now.
Enjoy it now, brother. Yeah, 100.
You're gonna feel that when you feel that. Why am I feeling that now? Let me look into this moment right here.
Yeah.
Because it's happening right now. Let me not feel sad for something that's beautiful now. Because that's weird. I'm like doing mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
I'm traveling into the future, feeling sad for this moment.
Living the moment.
Yeah, this is happening right now. Just enjoy this shit. Do you know what I mean? So that's a weird me thing that I have. Can you relate
My girlfriend
to that?
has that. My girlfriend has that.
Oh yeah, she feels nostalgic.
She does. Every time we like, she just like goes off in the days. And she's like, I've had this moment before. I felt like it's like a
deja vu.
Deja vu. Yeah.
See, I don't get deja vu. Is that deja vu?
Is it deja vu?
I have it a lot.
Is it called deja vu?
Deja vu.
I've
When
never
you
experienced
feel like
that.
something's happened before.
Yeah.
I have it a lot.
I've never experienced that.
What she said is that she's like thought about this. This has happened in like she's thought about this in the future, and is that happened now?
Yeah.
So she said to me.
Yeah.
You said that yesterday.
Some time traveling.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
Sometimes I feel like I'm living my life again. Like there'll be moments where something's happened and I have a feeling, I'm like, I swear I've done this. Like exactly how it's played out. I'm like, not like, oh, bro, I've done something similar.
It's a trippy feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a trippy feeling. I feel like
I've never had that. I've
this
always
has
wondered
happened
what
already.
that feels like. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's trippy. Sometimes I feel like
it happened. You know what? I
feel like sometimes you know that whole conspiracy that we're living in a simulation. There's been times where I think, are we fucking living in a simulation?
You know what it is, man? I'll tell you right now, we think too much. Asian males think too much, man. Because we keep it into ourselves. We just keep it into ourselves and we think about all this possibilities, all these scenarios in our head. I think it always happens, man.
Do you know
I'm not the type of person that, like, I don't really tell people my feelings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't.
I keep it in and I just, like, deal with myself.
Yeah,
and
you're emotionally fucked.
Yeah.
Do you want to start opening that up?
I have to, just because my girlfriend's like, you need to.
Because you need to.
Oh,
get it out.
I. But where's your girlfriend from?
Philippines.
She's from Philippines.
Yeah,
Okay,
love is hard.
So let's generalize a little bit, and I would say that Filipino people are more. They wear their heart on their sleeve.
Yes,
100%.
they do.
Yeah.
Filipino people are some of the most loving people.
Hey, I love my Filipino people, man.
Yeah.
There's some of the. Hey, just on a face value level.
Yeah.
They're some of the nicest people.
Yeah, they are.
They're so
welcoming.
So welcoming.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, when I go to a Filipino function,
Yeah.
like I just feel so much more like light and
At
free.
home,
and
You feel like you're 20 years
pressure.
younger, innit?
Yeah. people are singing, dancing.
Yeah.
The food is there. Help yourself.
Yeah.
Like
They treat you like family.
it's much more
100%.
closer to like black people, like their type of celebrations. It's much more like free and do you know what I'm saying? And
not
I think
restricted.
we can take a leaf out of that book.
No,
do you know what I mean?
100%, bro.
But yeah, shout out to Filipino people, man.
No,
But
100% right, man.
you in a relationship, and you know, because you 7 years deep, you said
7 years,
and I'm like 10 going on 11, maybe even 11 already. Apologies if I got that wrong. but communication, it's you know, everybody knows this. Everybody, it's a familiar communication. But actually knowing how to communicate your feelings, it could be so simple. Like you could be feeling a certain way about something. Like I'm in a bad mood, so I'm moving around like, you know, in a mood. I might be slamming the drawers a little bit. I might be doing everything a bit. My missus asking me questions. I'm answering a bit sharper than usual.
The tone and stuff. 100%.
But do you know what it is? Which always baffled me. If you just said to her, right, and this is my scenario, but I'm sure that others could relate. If I just said to her, I'm in a bad mood this morning. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm feeling pissed off. So look, excuse me if I'm acting a bit so and so. That will basically diffuse the whole situation.
Yeah.
But if you just doing that without saying anything, you could create a whole scenario.
Yeah,
now
it becomes
you're
a long
warring.
one, man.
Now you're warring for 4 days,
Yeah.
hiding behind the sofa.
Hey, shit,
Dodging
man.
bullets.
And he clipped this. I'm gonna send it to my
Walking
girl.
on egg crumbs.
Eggshells.
Yeah,
It is.
So you got to learn how to communicate
Yeah.
because us, we're not We're not
built for
programmed
it.
that way, but you got to do the reps.
100%.
You got to do reps.
Mental gymnastics. So you said you got to flex that. You got to flex that brain. You know what I mean? You got to do that.
You got to build the muscles that you don't have.
I think we need to get out of that mentality that we shouldn't show our emotions or be open about it. We need to normalize. Be normalize open communication.
It's not weak to show your emotions.
No,
it's not weak.
It's not.
It's weak to All right, let me
pretend that you don't have emotions.
No, drop it. Don't worry, man.
No. I'm trying to unpack it myself because I'm a bit toxic. So
I like how honest you are, though.
So I don't really. Weakness turns me off.
Yeah, 100%. Same here. Same here.
There's a way to talk about your weakness without being weak.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Just need to word it right, brother.
If I openly tell you about something that affects me, but I'm not looking for sympathy, and I'm not.
You're just telling.
I'm just owning it.
Yeah, you're owning it.
I'm with that. If I'm wanting people to, no, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I'm not trying to play Pain Olympics.
Yeah.
If you got a struggle that's going on, I don't need to, tell you something that's like relatable or I can just relate to your pain.
Yes.
I don't have to be like, oh, wait, let me dig something up and try and share I don't need to share your pain, especially if my pain's different from your pain.
You got to listen, innit?
I just listen and empathize.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
be present. Just like be there for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm that's not really clear what I'm trying to say.
I get you.
It's important to communicate, but it's important to I don't want to be weak. I'm not afraid to show weakness, but I don't want to be weak. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
I feel you. I feel
I feel like that doesn't make sense. But
I get it. I think everyone listening
would
probably get it as well. Like,
I'll try it. That's right.
What I think that you're trying to say is obviously you don't like to be seen as weak.
Yeah.
And this is not something that should be seen as weak anyway.
I don't want petty points.
You don't want the people that act like actively that
victimize themselves.
Yeah, they victimize. You don't want to be. You don't want to victimize yourself.
Yeah.
Like what some people do in it, they victimize themselves because they want attention. They want people to feel sympathy.
Yeah.
You just want to be straight in front. Straight up with it.
Yeah.
This is how I'm feeling. I'm just letting you know. That's it.
Of course.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
And as you get, it literally diffuses the whole.
And it's valid.
Yeah, it's valid, bro.
One of the reasons why we don't always speak about what annoyed you or what upset you. I'm staying in a relationship kind of scenario.
Yeah.
It's because you might not feel like it's valid, but then you're still eaten up by it.
Yeah, you are.
So if somebody, if she did something that annoyed you, you might not say it straight up, but it's actually eating you. So you might as well just come out and say it.
Yeah.
And you don't need to say it in a nasty way.
No.
You could just say
a bit more understanding about it as well.
Yeah. It doesn't always have to be like, 0 to 100.
Yeah.
You could just say things, learn each other's communication styles and I'm still working on it because
I've been working for 7 years.
Yeah, because I used to have a lot of anger as well.
Yeah.
I'm the most chill possible ever at this point in time. Do you know what I mean?
It's because you've changed.
Yeah, because I've realized why I was angry and I've tried to address those things.
Yeah.
That's important, man.
100% is important.
Yeah,
100%.
And what I would say is that environment where you are kind of you need to go out by yourself to find out who you are as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you need to go out and you need to feel a little bit of hardship and a little bit of struggle before you can really kind of see who you are and how you adapt to certain scenarios. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta. I agree with that. You gotta be thrown in the deep end, innit, to be able to learn.
Yeah,
to be able to learn. Yeah.
It's true.
Cause man, growing up, man, honestly, even communicating with my parents is long already. Language barriers. Yeah. Like you just see them argue all the time. You see them like, throwing shit across the kitchen and shit. It's like you're just growing up with that, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Fuck throwing shit across the kitchen. Nah, that didn't happen in my family, bro.
No, I lived above a takeaway, innit? So I go downstairs and like fucking, there's literally like tins everywhere, fucking pans everywhere and shit. I'm like raw like that.
I mean, like throwing the plastic box is cool, but throwing the fucking knives, bro.
And then my parents come and says like, no, it's okay, don't worry, here's a plate of fruit. And that's how they try to diffuse the situation where it's like you need to communicate and it's like but that's how I've grown up, innit? And now obviously I express this to my girl and all this kind of stuff. Like this is obviously I'm trying to untangle that. You know what I mean?
I think I'm quite weird, quite rare because like
movie,
my parents, they never showed any like argument or anything like that in front of me.
in front of you, but behind the scenes, you don't know what's going on.
No, I never saw that. Never saw that.
They just loved each other.
Mum, yeah.
They're good at it.
Yeah, they just love that.
They're good at it, bro.
My mum is like a proper operator.
Rah.
She's like on
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And she was very aspirational. So like my mum learned English even though she came here at like 20 plus.
Wow.
But English is really, really good.
Yeah.
My dad not so much. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't
my
so
dad's, my
stubborn, innit?
parents are the opposite.
Yeah.
My dad's English is is really good, innit?
Yeah,
My mum, her understanding is better than
Why
speaking.
is that? Was he more invested in the culture, trying to assimilate?
Nah, just because my dad brought my mum over here.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
so
did
my
the
dad actually lived there for quite a bit.
Right,
He lived there for quite a bit.
He did the import.
Yeah.
Import, export,
For
zero
the
tax,
import,
man.
Yeah, my granddad did that, and then
Yeah.
he brought when he was set. He brought his
Yeah.
family over.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
That goes back to what you said before about obviously when you're successful or when you're up there or you've done everything.
Do your
then bring
business.
do your business, then bring your family over.
Yeah. But I couldn't imagine it. It's the way they were living back then.
Nah,
Like, I
different
feel like
time,
my
man.
life is so soft and
No, 100%,
calm
man.
compared-
do you
they
feel-
were living in the trenches back then?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel
Yeah.
guilty from that though?
Nah.
No, never.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah,
bro.
but like,
I
it's
do
just
that
like
time.
I've been
Yeah.
brought over to have a purpose or like
Yeah.
be better off, like do better than my parents, and
I
I always feel that. I always feel it.
I think there was times in my life where here's what I would say, yeah. I have felt guilty for a lot of things throughout my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I think that where I'm at now, I've accepted everything.
yeah,
I'm like, this is what it is.
yeah, man.
This is the environment. This is like these
Like,
were my
accepted his
choices.
sins, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, like that. All right, relax.
Whatever it is,
Yeah,
whatever it is, bro. Whatever it
Yeah.
is, you have to own it and accept it.
Own it and learn from it and improve.
Yeah, because like you didn't create this scenario.
Yeah.
This is just what
Mm.
you being in this scenario. This is what it created.
Yeah, yeah.
Insightful podcast. I can't lie.
So let's say this, yeah. You know, people beat themselves up about not being able to speak the language.
Yeah.
But that's because of where you grew up.
Yeah.
and how-
Exactly.
like that's not your fault.
Yeah, own it and
yeah.
improve.
If you want to improve, then that's up
Do
to
it,
you.
man.
now.
Yeah, Kevin,
exactly.
own it and improve.
Yeah,
Exactly.
own it.
Yeah,
and
you own it and improve.
Yeah. I use
Yeah.
that as a fire, mate, to light my ass.
And
with.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I don't know. It's something to do with me. I feel like every time I'm having conversations now, they go down this kind of deep kind of path. I'm always trying to have these deep conversations, man. I'm trying to keep it surface level.
we like
sometimes.
that.
No
bro.
wonder I have no
Yeah.
hair, man. Fuck me.
Say that again.
He said, no wonder I have no hair.
I blame my children. I blame my
It's
children.
stressing, man. It's stressing.
my
Nah,
children.
Overthinking,
nah,
innit?
The thing is, we need to like talk about this stuff because it's important. And
Yeah.
It's
like,
important.
But actually, I would say I'm a bit of an underthinker.
Underthinker.
Really?
Yeah,
You just
Feel
feel
like
like
you
do.
got a lot of philosophy
I do
going
the
on.
most thinking when I'm talking. It's
yeah,
like my
yeah.
brain and my mouth are connected. When I'm by myself, it's like Homer Simpson. You know those cool, like,
Yeah, the fucking
So-
just the
so-
monkey with a ping.
But that's what I'm saying about you gotta go where you're what's the word? Like
I don't know. What you're...
knowing that about myself.
Yeah.
I need to be around people more because that gets my brain working.
Oh,
So
alright,
you gotta go to
get
where
the
your
cogs
strengths are. You gotta
moving,
go to
innit?
where your
Yeah.
strengths
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
100%.
Do you know what I mean? If you don't work well with people, then lock in by
Move,
yourself.
innit? Move, 100%.
But if
Yeah.
you work,
You work better with people,
with
then put yourself in that situation
that's
more.
what I mean.
innit?
So that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm sitting here
Yeah.
with you guys. That's why I'm trying to be outside more.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've
But
been
we need to
doing
link up
panels
more,
recently.
bruv.
Yeah.
It's just fucking new territories. Always on a
Yeah.
Sunday. We
Yeah.
film on Sundays. Man.
Come through, bro. Come through.
Yeah.
Bring the podcast outside.
Yeah,
You know
want
what?
to,
While
we
you're
want to.
Fuck
ripping-
it. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, want to. What
What are your top
Brother.
5? What are your top 5 workouts?
Yeah.
Top 5.
No, that'd be sick. That would be sick. That would
Yeah.
be fucking
Yeah,
sick.
you gotta come through, bro. You gotta come
No, I'll
through.
have
Both
to.
of you at one
Yeah,
time.
no,
look good,
definitely,
yeah?
You know what I mean?
Give me
yeah.
like decent exercise that I can do.
We'll get you there, bro. We'll get you there.
Yeah.
We'll
I
get
don't
you
want
there.
to be sweating and fucking
You're gonna be
struggling
sweating.
after 5 reps.
You're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be sweating. It's unavoidable.
Yeah. Nah, it's
Yeah.
unavoidable. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
but
I love what you're doing. New Territories is such a great
I
community.
think New Territories, what you've built is a family and a community for Asians.
Yeah.
And obviously, as you've said before, as we've touched upon a lot throughout this podcast, you're uplifting Asians in the right direction.
Yeah.
You're giving Asians a space where other Asians,
Asian male specifically.
exactly.
specifically
But
as
what I'm
well.
saying is like for other Asians growing up, they got people to look up to.
That's
Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
They're
That's
gonna
right.
grow up in a slightly different situation
Yeah.
to what we grew up with. That they have positive,
Yeah.
Asian
Yeah.
representation out there.
Yeah.
which is
Absolutely.
great.
And relatable. By the way, shout out Ninja Tang. Shout out my boy Ninja Tang.
Hey, shout out to him,
co-founder
bruv.
of
We need a Ninja Tang one as well, man.
Yeah,
I've
you
spoken
get
about
him
this,
on.
Yeah.
but I think last time I asked him, I think he directed me to. Did he direct me to you? I don't know. He's not. I don't think he wanted to be on the podcast.
Oh, he's a bit shy. He is a bit shy.
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
He is a bit shy.
He's
Oh,
the guy
he
like
keeps things
all about
private.
the temple. You know, the body's a temple type of thing,
He
isn't it?
keeps things private, bro.
Yeah.
But
you know,
yeah,
obviously we don't
shout out
force
Ninja.
anyone, innit? But shout out to Ninja Tang, bro.
Yeah. But what you said about role models, that's important.
Yeah, 100%.
Like for me,
100%,
like I was saying
man.
earlier, I had my uncles.
Yeah.
That gave me like a real life reference point. If your reference point is somebody in South Korea
Yeah, bro.
who's living in a whole different place,
A whole different lifestyle
different
as well.
everything.
It's different. It's
how
different. You
can
can't see them. You can't see it. You can't see it.
It doesn't work in this
Nah.
context. It has
a
to be
completely different
It has to be
world.
contextual.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has to
That's
be more
why-
realistic, innit?
Yeah, and that's why New Territories, that's another thing. I was like, if I was 13 years old again, walking through the park
Yeah.
and I saw these guys, I would gravitate towards them.
You better shit. I want to be like that.
Yeah, I'll go over there and I'll be like,
Yeah.
how can I join? How can I get like
yeah,
you guys?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So that's one of the reasons why we do it as well.
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong, we kind of figured all these things out as we
Yeah.
went. I just knew that it'd be a positive movement.
You
And I
gotta
know
start somewhere. Do you know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
ever evolving thing. So
Yeah.
and I know that I can bring the guys out and
Yeah.
everything like that.
yeah.
So
You get
know,
people working and you're getting moving. And
Amazing
obviously,
community.
as you can see, it's
the
growing.
and the conversations. This probably like you guys when we started the pod.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you learn as you go. kind of
Exactly.
thing.
What
Bro,
I feel like-
this is podcast 81, brother.
81.
81.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of episodes.
We did about like 50 of them. Just none of them have been released. 50 episodes not been released.
yeah.
I don't know about
Yeah.
just
I was a
literally.
part
Those. This is before my time.
Yeah, but it's like,
Wait. So that was just you?
me and a
friend,
previous
innit?
co-host. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to
My
be a part
flatmate.
of it at the time, innit? I didn't
Yeah.
see where it was going.
So he waited until you was getting views and then he was
No,
like,
I don't do that.
Nah, we were both learning the trading and learning the
Yeah.
skills because obviously
No,
you
I
can't
get
just
it.
chat shit and you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
yeah,
You
yeah.
still
I get
gotta
it,
have
I
a
get it.
purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
So
no, but on a real, like, since we're on the topics of new territories and whatnot, like I think the most obviously there's a show out there that's quite similar in terms of what it's doing for Asian representation.
Physical
that's
100.
quite similar, quite similar to new territories, isn't it?
Yeah.
Physical 100. What do you
Yeah.
think about Physical 100? Like,
Hey,
it's what it's doing for Asian representation.
Dope, bro. It's very
Yeah.
dope. Very dope. I've watched the first season.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of the other ones.
watch the second one. It's good as well, man.
I would
Worth
like
watch
to.
still.
Yeah.
I think
I binged it. I binged
You
it.
binged it, yeah.
Back when I had time to binge
I
stuff.
feel like you could smash it though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you should do something like Physical 100
Yeah. A comp. I mean, we could do a comp.
Yeah.
It'd be good to do like a kind of
competition, innit?
Yeah, but like a not just a comp, but like a comp, something with food.
Yeah.
Like an open day.
Yeah,
Like a
we can
sports day kind
we
of
can do
thing,
some
innit?
type of
Yeah.
festival around that,
Sports
innit?
day would be dope.
That would be
Yeah,
sick.
sports day
That
would
would
be
be sick.
I would love to invite people from other communities
But,
to come as well,
that'd
so
be
they can
sick.
see what we got
all
going
the
on.
new
Yeah.
territories people better be different captains. They can't be on the same team. Aye, I'm just saying. Hey, I'm with you on Ninja Tang. I'm saying that right now. I need what's
Yeah,
it called?
pick captains
A
and shit.
little extra support.
Yeah. Don't worry, bro. We got
Nah,
you.
it's
We
all
got
about
you.
participation,
Nah,
bro.
But an open day of some
Yeah,
sort would
yeah,
be
that'd
sick.
be
do
sick,
you know what I
that'd be
mean?
good
No, but I
With
feel
food,
like
music.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
got all types of different creatives.
We should make it happen.
musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro, shaking it. We need to make it happen.
Yeah,
We need to
yeah,
make it
I
happen.
like that,
100%.
definitely.
But now, on a real though, like obviously, like I said, this show is the most similar to New Territories. Like you're quite like what you're doing for Asian representation is so similar and so
Yeah.
uplifting, right? And like, what I like about Physical 100 is the fact that it shows Asians are strong,
Yeah.
but not just strong like they all have to have 8-packs. Is strong in all different
Different shapes and
different
sizes.
shapes and
Yeah,
sizes.
yeah,
you got like
yeah,
guys
yeah.
that they don't they're fucking big, bro.
Yeah.
But they're fucking strong.
Yeah.
Like they're hulking it out here, bro. It's crazy.
But then the big guy might not be able to do something that the
Like, the
slim
small
guy
guy can do,
Yeah.
innit? So it
If
shows.
you get them hanging on a bar.
Yeah.
That big guy he's dropping off after 15 seconds. The light guy, he's hanging.
He's hanging,
He's
yeah.
taking a little
Why
rest.
did
He's
you drop
resting
down
one
already?
arm.
Yeah.
That
So
guy's
how'd you get involved then?
crazy.
How would someone get involved with New Territories?
If you want to get involved with New Territories, just send us a DM, follow the page, send
Yeah.
us a DM. It's that simple. The only prerequisite for joining is that you're East or Southeast Asian and a male. That's it.
Yeah, that's
all.
it.
That's all you
Lovely,
need.
man.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
No, honestly, man, it's amazing.
And what else I got going on? Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Chinese New Year, I'm gonna be dropping a new line of merch. So this is last year. This is Year of the Dragon.
Yeah.
And we're working on the
What's the
next
next
one.
one?
It's the snake.
Snake.
My bunda, I want the dragon.
So I'm working on the. Yeah, I still
Better
got a
hurry
few,
up
bro.
then.
Yeah, man, with the dragon, I
still
can't lie
got
to
a
you.
few. So yeah, the snake. That's going to be coming up next. But what you guys got planned for Chinese New Year?
Do you know what? We haven't even figured. We want to. I want to do something for Christmas.
We're
Never
just
mind
kind of,
fucking
I
Chinese
can't
New Year.
lie to you, we kind of just been busy focusing on what's
Yeah.
happening right now, innit?
Mhm.
Like
But
getting
Chinese New
guests
Year
on and
though,
whatnot,
I
innit?
was literally thinking about doing like a collection as well for clothing and stuff. So if you wanna
Oh, yeah,
if you wanna like partner something like that'd be great.
for
Yeah,
a
that'd
bunch
be
of
sick.
bananas.
Bunch of bananas X,
Yeah,
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 X
yeah,
New
yeah,
Territories
yeah.
or X
Do you know what,
Mr. Lee.
Yeah, this is dope, bro.
Yeah, they're just
That's
double
the
T.
older,
That's
I
it.
believe. Is that the older
So
one?
basically, that this one here, we just
What
get
is
everyone to
this,
sign
bro?
it.
What is this?
we
Come
had a
on.
director on called Sean Wang, innit?
Come on.
You know the guy that did Diddy? The movie
Didi.
Didi. Sorry, Didi.
Oh yeah,
Sorry, I was
yeah.
thinking about Didi.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
so-
said Diddy. I
yeah.
was like, what movie is this? No wonder that's the picture.
Nah, so you know Sean Wang, obviously he came. He's the director of the movie Didi.
Right,
We had him come on,
Right.
and basically
That's quite a serious movie, right?
Yeah, it's a coming of age movie, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Haven't
obviously
seen it.
about a lot of Asians can relate to it.
Right.
It's definitely worth watching. It's an
100%,
amazing
100%.
movie. And basically he's American, right? So what we found out over there is that when students they graduate and they finish high school, obviously you know how we used to have the white shirts and you sign it.
Yeah.
They sign things like that on the white shirts, like HAGS stands for Have a Good Summer,
Right.
and they'll draw silly pictures. So in this case, he drew that very inappropriate picture.
Yeah.
So wait, Didi, where's that set? Is that set in America?
Set in America,
Set in America,
It's a teenage boy.
Whereabouts in America?
Oh, I think in LA.
Because I think America's so like vast.
Huge, man.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Two different places could be like two different worlds.
You can definitely, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like especially the Asian how you spell it? How do you say it?
Diaspora.
Diaspora, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge. So it's like,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's what one of the things as well is the reason why we created this podcast is to show East Asians in the UK.
Yeah,
There's no representation at all.
Yeah.
Son
No,
of
you
a
guys are
gun.
killing it. You guys are killing it. I
Appreciate it, man.
respect it. I
Appreciate
respect
it,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to New York?
We want to go.
Soon
we
come,
want to
soon
go.
come.
Soon
Hey.
come. 2025.
So when I went to New York, right,
Yeah.
I went to I stayed in Chinatown.
They
In
got
New York.
five. They got like 5 over there, bro.
Yeah, there's Flushing, there's Queens. No, Flushing, Queens. You got Brooklyn, Chinatown, and you got the main Chinatown in Manhattan.
Yeah.
But I stayed in the Manhattan Chinatown. Bro, that's literally like transporting into Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, yeah. I heard.
Everyone speaks Canto.
Everyone speaks Canto there.
Yeah, and it's not like Chinatown here. Chinatown here is just like shop.
It's different now. It's
I
different.
can't
now.
lie to you. Like, no, I love Chinatown here. I go. It's
Yeah.
like my second home, and I
Yeah.
always go to Chinatown. I can't lie
Yeah.
to you. The only thing is, right? I won't lie to you. It is you're not back in the day when you see loads of Asians. Now it's just loads of tourists.
No, 'cause Chinatown now
bro,
is a
not
business.
real. It's, not
It's
real
a
place.
business now, bro.
It's a place to go eat
Yeah.
and then dip. New York Chinatown, yeah, they've got their own police station. They got their own fire station. They got their own social clubs.
It's a
They've got those.
whole.
It's a world.
Yeah, it's a
it's
whole
a mini
world.
world.
Yeah.
They've got their own park where you can go work out with the Asian people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
do
do
the
all the
Tai
yeah,
Chi and
yeah,
shit,
exactly.
Hey, I wish we had something like that.
I wish we
over
had
there.
that. Bro.
I
I'll
wish we
join
had
it as
that.
well. If it wasn't on a Sunday.
No.
Right now,
I wish
Chinatown
we
here
had, like,
is a tourist section. It's a
I wish
tourist
we had a
section.
geographical place where
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
go.
Mm.
Like, let's say, for example, if you went somewhere like Bradford, we went to somewhere like Whitechapel, where
Yeah.
South Asian people
Yeah.
have a.
I mean, we had that
have
kind
an
of for the
actual
Vietnamese
location.
community, you know, like Deptford,
Yeah,
for example,
Deptford,
or
yeah,
even
yeah.
North
Mare
London,
Street.
Mare Street, yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
like a stronghold, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I would say that's something that growing up outside of London,
Yeah.
I always I'm going to use the word envy because I didn't like envy.
Appreciate.
But I always was like, oh, wow, you got to grow
Yeah.
up within your
Yeah,
own community.
exactly. Like, you know what I
that's
mean?
amazing.
Like Sunday
That's
go
amazing.
Yanta and stuff like that. It's
Did
like,
you did you
know
grow
what
up
I mean?
like that with?
Nah,
With
man.
an
I didn't
enclave.
actually didn't have. So basically,
Mhm.
as I grew up with a lot of in an ethnically diverse place, right?
Right.
So,
right.
but not when I say that I didn't grow up with that many Asians. The only
Yeah.
times I started to meet like Asians when I joined Vietnamese school and Chinese school.
Right.
Even then, I didn't really learn that
Right.
much Vietnamese from Vietnamese school or Chinese school. I didn't learn. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd say where I really started to make Asian friends is when I joined uni. I met Kevin,
Yeah.
and we started obviously going to
I,
this Asian sides.
I literally yearn for it. Like, I really wanted to make Asian friends.
You just want people you can relate to.
Yeah, people I can
yeah.
relate to. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I felt like being in Blackpool was just surrounded by white people, like brown people. Like, I didn't feel like a sense of home or a sense of like community almost. It's like I want to be able to just literally meet someone that literally lived very similar
Similar
experiences as
life,
me.
and you don't have to explain
exactly.
yourself.
I don't have to explain myself at all.
Yeah.
Like,
we just get each other.
Yeah.
We just get each other.
I've
you know what I'm saying?
Unspoken rules that you know
Yeah.
already.
I understand.
Like you fucking go into my house, you take off your shoes. I don't have to
Exactly.
ask you.
Like, I can just rock up to his house anytime and just like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, chill with his family and stuff. And it's just
Yeah.
normal. It's the same shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
how
understand.
I
I
yearned it. I
understand.
yearned
You
for
already there's already things that you already
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's
Unspoken.
unspoken. Yeah, there's no need to
Yeah.
Exactly.
explain why you're doing this, that, and the other. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. It's a nice feeling. That's the same feeling at New Territories. You
Yeah.
go there,
Exactly.
and you just feel like,
Yeah.
it's just,
I'm at home, innit? Of course. Yeah.
yeah, 100%. No, that's a beautiful thing.
It's been a pleasure having you on the podcast. I think it's brought us
Yeah.
so much and it's been a great chat.
Yeah,
We unpacked a lot. We unpacked
Yeah, we did
a
unpack
lot.
a lot and I've learned so much, man. I've learned so much. It's great
Very
having,
insightful guy, innit?
it's great having a dialogue on board, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
being
yeah.
able to
Bro.
like, learn from you guys.
No, we're all dialogues. We're all dialogues.
Nah, it's been great having Uncle Lee, innit?
Yeah. I'm cool, yeah.
Nah, thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, it's been
yeah.
amazing,
Nah,
man.
thank you, man.
Yeah.
I've been yours, Kevin,
And I've been Eric. What?
And-
And I'm Eric.
and Mr. Lee. Thank you so much.
Mr. Lee, check out my stuff.
Yes.
MrLeeLives.com. Mr. Lee lives on Instagram and TikTok.
And New
And
Territories.
New Territories training.
Yeah.
See you over there.
Lovely, lovely. Peace.
Yeah, man. Love it, man.